everybody. This is session 21 of the Goblodyssey. The Odyssey, but with goblins. You guys are all in a hag's cave. You came in uninvited to a perfectly peaceful hag's cave. And, who remembers what as Nas is handed a child?
Jibo, you wanna tell him what's what?
Yeah, Jibo, what happened?
Jibo, tell him.
We all went to sleep after having fought the last guys. And everyone who didn't get a nightmare previously gets to have a nightmare now. Puck has nightmares about, surprise, surprise, hair. He dreams of a horned wolf that is not of the hair. He screams about the unnatural nature of the hair coming from the white. They have to pry him out from under the tree, and he's hacking up like black stuff. So they pull him out, they wake him up, and he's all right. He's fatigued, but he's all right. Then Squirrel has a nightmare. And Squirrel's nightmare is also about the hair. A giant blue tentacle comes up from Puck's hair and into the sky. It connects to other hairs, other purple things. He ends up near a cave. He turns to move away. He's snagged by a white hair and he's dragged into the cave mouth screaming by this single white hair. When he wakes up, the strange thing is that his one eye is now the color. His one eye is now the color of Puck's eyes, and he can still see the tentacle hair coming off of Puck's hair and the direction it goes. So, negative, we have some giant tentacle parasite hair on Puck. Positive, we have a beacon that gives us a direction. Puck is very interested in this. We head after the hair, and we, surprise, surprise, end up at the cave mouth where Squirrel was dragged in by this single hair. We watch a couple of corporeal and one incorporeal acolyte warden types head out. We watch them go. We don't mess with them. We convince Puck not to. Even specifically tells Puck, like, dude, wait, this is not what we're here for. We can get them anytime. We want to get what's in the cave and not get bumped out before we do it. We head into the cave after they leave and immediately run into trouble. Puck gets a face full of poison and confirms to us that it is poison. We then immediately run into a witch who's carried around on her white hair, which is fantastic. A warden and an acolyte, and they sort of roll dynamite and stomp the yard on us a little bit. Like, we're getting hit by traps, and the warden's critting dudes, and it's a problem. And poor Puck ends up a little closer to the front line than he wants to be, and they're both talking gibberish about hair. And before we went to the cave, even swings this ghost touch axe at the hair coming off of Puck's head, and the hair tries to avoid it, and then eventually, with help from Squirrel, he severs the damn thing. We go in the cave, and then we went in the cave, and all the thuggery happened. We eventually bring him down, not without taking a bit of a beating, and that was about it. We ended right after the fight ended.
We did. We stopped immediately. We didn't even really talk about loot. We did it on Discord after. Does anybody else remember anything or anything else that was important to your characters that happened last week?
Jibo?
Anything happened to you?
No, maybe.
Bolo.
My shoes got wet.
Your shoes got wet. It's true. You fell in
You
the
got knocked
water.
in some water.
Yeah,
I got checked into a puddle of water.
Yeah, you did a cool tumble through, I forget if it was a witch or a warden, to kind of flank on the other side of it. And it was the witch, and then the warden came around the other side and just knocked you over the edge into the water.
Threw me into a pit.
And then shot him in the neck with an arrow from below, like looped a shot. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was all amazing.
I was more impressed with me actually climbing out of the pit.
Also true, you made your athletics checks when it mattered. So like I said before, we did talk about loot on Discord, and I know Even took the +1 striking hand wraps, which is like the big ticket item that the witch had, but she did have some other talismans, some healing potions. I think Nas took a bunch of the potions. He also took a wolf fang talisman. There's some other stuff that was dropped. Again, if you go to the actors thing, the little people icon above the chat is the party common loot. You can see what's in there. If there's anything that looks interesting to you, go ahead and take it. You can fight amongst yourselves if you want to.
If no one else is taking the talisman cord, I'd also tell you to take that beak, Joe, because it's like if you get Bloodseeker beaks, that's a fantastic thing that you could use round after round if you make that flat 16 roll.
Yeah, that's a really good thing. I'll actually just dump it into the chat, see if that works. Did that work?
I'm actually reading it right now.
Yeah.
I think I missed reading all these through the week. I was a bad person.
Oh, well, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
I didn't post this week either, which is rude for me.
Yeah, that's true. So, Nas wrote something up like at the buzzer last night. So Nas gets 2 hero points. Even gets 2 hero points. Everybody else has 1, unless I'm wrong. Who was the MVP?
Puck, I think.
Puck. And Puck has 2. So yeah, go ahead, look at the common loot. Go ahead and drag it on your sheet if you want it. Of note, you know, because we play kind of like a pickup style thing, people come and go. So Squirrel and Raplius, his raptor, are not here. G Payne and his Eidolon Gimbolo is not here anymore, but Franco is here. So there's a little bit of a swap going on. Yeah, Mendax, you can take that and use it. So yeah, so that does happen. That changes things a bit, but that's just how we do it because most of us are dads playing D&D and life happens. And here we go. So that's that. What else? We did the loot. So some of the map to the south has been revealed. Like if you zoom out, you can see there's some passages down there. But the only person who has seen that is Mendax. Like as he climbed out, he came down over here and came up from behind the witch. So Mendax, you are the only person who has seen that far down. And Puck, I want...
tunnel that splits in V shape. That's about what I saw down.
Correct. And I kind of, again, we ended right at the end of the session, right after you finished the witch. So we haven't really had time to react to that. So I'm very curious about what Puck's thoughts and actions are regarding the witch, but also the entire party, but specifically you I'm interested in.
So Puck begins... He pulls out like his lamp oil from his adventurer's pack and begins just dousing the witch indiscriminately.
Whoa. What you're doing, I'm all for it. This is a cave. Let's not fill the cave with smoke before we're done in here.
Puck nods. It continues pouring.
And even we'll just grab her by the hair and start tossing bodies into that alcove with the fully rotten half-orc corpse.
Okay, sure.
Do we press on? Drink our potions and press on? Do we try to hide and heal up? Where they were is a pretty good vantage point. We'd see anything coming. And even indicating the altar where they all were, because you get a pretty good view of the side passages. You also get a pretty good view from above, so you'd know if somebody was coming.
Good as any other place.
This place is wrong. It must be purged.
How far from the entrance of the cave are we?
This is very close. This is the entrance to your north.
Is the entrance up there? Okay.
You're
and
like 20
what
feet
kind of
from the
day was
entrance
it? What,
to the
what kind of day outside is it?
I think it was dark. It was getting to be nighttime. Or if I forgot how long you waited, but I think it's nighttime. I think it's late.
For our advantage, if we hold the boulder back in place, we could go set up outside.
Joe, remind me. My recollection is that the interior of the cave has been wholly dark,
It is, yes.
Okay.
so they see in the dark.
Yeah, there might be like, you see colorations and stuff on the map, that's just from the map, but yeah, they have had no torches, no illumination of any kind. And as a reminder again, the witches and the wardens, and even the gray-haired, the white-haired witch you fought, they all had glowing orange eyes and monochromatic skin of various tones. And I can show you some of those pictures again, just for giggles.
What we saw leave the cave, what left the cave when we were waiting outside?
It was a warden, an acolyte, and then a spectral warden.
Was two.
There were two witches.
witches, a warden and a spectral warden.
This guy hates these witches. Yeah, he knows. And again, the witch looked like this vaguely. Again, they have like monotone skin, and the warden was more like this. But as I said before, they fight with one hand axe, not a giant great axe, and a shield. But they also have the monochromatic thing, and their eyes should be glowing orange like the other one. And they are huge. They are like over 6 feet tall. Some of them are 7 feet tall, and very, very muscular. Yeah.
So what's the deal? Are we waiting and healing?
We must not remain here.
We use Puck's healing where we it takes 10 minutes between heals, or do we do potions and try to get through here quickly? It's only been about 7 or 8 minutes since that group left.
Use the liquid. Let us move quickly.
And even doesn't waste any time. As soon as you say that, he's gonna start drinking liquid. Does anyone have potions other than even?
I have one.
We have one also.
Well, screw all y'all. He does pound and 5 potions.
Well, you know, we'll spread them around. It's just
All right. You should be able to heal yourself. You click on yourself and hit the heal at the other side. You should be able to apply it yourself.
so 12, and there are 2 left of evens. Feel free to use them.
So while Even is doing that, Franco will kind of linger around in the boulder room where Even dropped the bodies, and walk over to the witch and basically like cut off most of her hair, as well as kind of like a round piece. I think I remember that they were wearing this like leather armor, right? Or just like this leather like I don't know, clothing.
Yeah.
Animal. Yeah, so he'll cut kind of like a circular pattern out of that, and pocket both of those things.
Puck, as he sees you handling the witch's hair, walks up to you and tells you to leave it.
This hair,
It must be destroyed.
it shall be, but first it must be a decoy.
Puck raises an eyebrow.
Is this
Their
gonna be
hair,
actors' wig?
our hair appears as their hair. And so we appear as they.
How will you do this?
This is what I do.
Puck kind of just grunts.
Joe, are we in combat still?
You are not in combat still. No.
I can't move.
Oh, I have paused. Okay, there you go. So you used 3 potions. You have 2 left. Puck, did you use one from your sheet or from Even's
I
sheet?
used one from my sheet.
Okay, so go ahead and mark yours off. And
I
you
have,
guys.
I have 2 left if you want them, Puck.
Yeah, one more. Couldn't hurt. Pew, pew, pew.
And among the loot also is there is a strange pale purple
Oh no, that's
liquid.
not what I want.
What'd you do?
There we go.
All right. There's a pale purple liquid in a vial, and I rolled for you between sessions. None of you have figured out what it is.
So as they continue to drink, if you'll humor me and say that Gimbolo is still around,
Okay.
Franco would look over to G-Pain and say, the berries, I know they come in different colors. Are any of them stickier?
Yes, I'm gonna go with yes.
And so Franco basically asks him to, produce a handful or so of the sticky gimbal berries.
All right, and he would.
And then you see basically as Franco takes the circular leather piece that he cut off and starts kind of like smashing and spreading the sticky gimbleberries on there, and then laying the hair on top of the strands of hair on top. So kind of like trying to affix them to the leather piece.
All right.
My perception check was of the statue.
It is a statue. You are aware of that.
More or less, I'm looking for the activator for the trap. That's kind of what my thought was. Triggered it.
Okay.
He was in front of it. So I don't want to get sprayed.
Yeah. So you're looking around, and you're not super intuitive as to what's going on, but based on what happened, you look around and you can tell that there is basically something buried in the dirt, like some kind of a wire or a cord or something that you believe is some sort of a pressure plate type system. That when Puck stood somewhere in front of the statue, like within the line of the poison, it triggered the trap. And you don't believe it automatically resets. You don't believe it's magically creating the poison or anything like that. You believe it like is loaded and set and then mechanically triggered.
And so it looks like it's empty. Whatever is holding the poison is empty now.
Yes, correct. And I think Puck has crossed through it a couple times. It does appear to be empty, and yeah.
All right.
We're ready to roll.
Mendax, do we go this way, or do we cross over through the water into that corridor over there on Evans indicating over to the left of the altar there? Hi, baby.
Joe, describe that water to the north end of the room again.
It was shallow and clear. It was a little stagnant, but you believe probably drinkable. The water you were in the lower area was not. It was like not running, like not a rushing river, but you did feel like there was a current, like there's just like an underground, slow-moving river. But the one up here was just more of a pool that was kind of sitting there. And there are bloody footprints leading towards it.
Yeah, they have footprints is the other part.
Did we ever describe what was like on this altar, or like what was going on over here?
No, they
No,
didn't.
we haven't made it down there yet.
Well, Mendax was there
Yeah, outside
for
of combat,
6 seconds
yeah.
before being knocked off.
Just I got pushed off the ledge. I got a good view of it. So I was flying through the air.
Correct.
Falling onto my back.
Yeah, you haven't really investigated the altar. That is correct.
So yeah, there is
Okay.
an altar down there. I suppose that should be probably our next step.
Let's go look at it.
All right.
I see that far.
You see another statue over there. Yes, you see 2 statues over there.
Oh, two.
They're kind of really close and facing each other. Yeah. And you see down here, these are like our stairs that are going downwards over there. So yeah, Mendax and Puck, you're now in front of the altar. So you see on both the altar here and on this wooden table on the other end, there are layers and layers of dried blood visible here. And one of them looks fairly fresh, not like wet and slick, but not darkened to the degree you'd expect after days or weeks. So something happened here relatively recently. Mendax.
That's for a more thorough investigation of the
Yeah,
altar.
yeah. And everybody can toss me a perception check too while you're down here. Mendax, you see a dagger and some random, they look like fetishes and items like that on the altar. Even when you begin to walk down, you notice that this wooden table here is designed to bind something of a humanoid size. So whatever weird ritual is happening here is happening while somebody is conscious. Is your implication. And then yeah, Mendax and Puck and Franco, you see again there's all this blood, but also down here there's viscera. There are entrails and
Puck shakes his head gravely.
That one,
Nazi.
and what's the other one? The other one is Arcana or Nature, so I'll put both out. You can click either one. Please don't do both. And
Hey.
all right. Even you know some weird stuff. Even and you know that the 2 skulls flanking the big horned one in the middle. They look very similar, and you're curious about that, and you study them a little bit. They are very large, larger than humanoid heads usually, and you are certain that they are from an Etten. It is a 2-headed giant creature, and they're the twin heads of an Etten. That's why they look so similar to you. And Arcana check, Puck. You did not roll well enough, so you have this strange feeling that this is very, very
That's a
familiar. What's up?
That's a crit. That's a nat
Oh, that's
20.
a crit. Oh, I didn't see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, good point. There you go. If I hover over that, I can see it's a natural 20. So yeah, so that makes it a regular success, not a critical success. So you're staring at it for a while, a good moment, while everybody else is kind of investigating the scene. You're kind of fixated on this. And you have these inklings. You don't know a whole lot about them, but you're pretty sure this is a Wendigo. That this is some sort of horned nightmare monster creature. And you know a very, very little bit about them. Let me see what I can tell you about them. But let's see. They're typically in Arctic or colder areas, which is weird for them to be here in this kind of warm, temperate swamp. They are associated with nightmare, fear, specifically fears of starvation, loneliness, and fatal exposure to the elements, that sort of thing. And you don't understand why, but apparently the witches have a skull of one of those and 2 skulls of an Etten arranged on an altar that they were sacrificing living things to.
Puck sneers again and casts Divine Lance at the skulls.
Alright. Alright, go ahead and mash it. I'm pretty sure you can't miss. They're not moving, but go ahead and try.
Yeah, that.
You can always miss.
Sure, there you go.
Yeah, so you begin shattering skulls with divine energy, and they are not magically protected or anything like that, so when you smash one, it cracks and you leave a giant hole in one of the skulls.
Yeah, I do obliterate.
Okay.
I'm gonna obliterate this altar.
Okay. And is anyone going to stop him, or are you going to give him several seconds to just start blasting skulls?
I'll give him some space.
Franco, feeling the energy, will move over to the table with the blood on it,
Yep.
where they bound, and just toss it over.
Puck, what are those runes? What are those runes?
Puck kind of stops and brushes some crap off of detritus and debris off of the top of the altar.
I'll make sure he doesn't bump off the talismans and the dagger.
And inspects them a little more closely.
Okay.
Guess we'll go with one of those.
So as you're moving stuff off of it, you immediately, even before you cast Detect Magic, you feel this odd static. Like, even felt warmth when he was near it. You feel this odd static, and you stop, and then you cast Detect Magic. You back up maybe a little bit, and you cast Detect Magic. And there is a fairly powerful occult magic emanating from this. You're certain it is of the occult. And it is strange and weird to you.
Do I have...
Okay. And even just shrugs. That body is a trap, right?
Yeah. No, I stepped over it. Or I stepped next to it. I didn't step on it. I stepped next to it. I
What
climbed
body?
it.
Sorry?
The body on the bridge.
Oh. Yeah, he stepped over it. Nothing happened to him.
Hmm.
There are rocks all around it.
I didn't take a lot of time looking at it either, though, so I did it pretty quick.
Okay.
It's kind of a combat goal.
So, if Puck gives him this... Puck, I assume you gave me the skinny that we need to break the altar, yeah?
Yeah. Puck is just setting about destroying everything. Like,
So, Even will just basically climb on top and try to, give it grab either end and put his feet in the middle and just try to, crank on it so that he can just break the stone quickly rather than hack at it with a hammer for 20 minutes and see if he can just...
All right. You want to give me an athletics check to see how strong
Sure.
you are?
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Yeah, so you're able to kind of get it up a little bit and you start rocking it, And then you want to just like flip it over and hope it shatters, or what? What is your move?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's start with that.
Yeah, you do that. So you do that, and it cracks almost in the middle where Puck would like it to have cracked. That worked out for you, yeah. And you do immediately. You feel that the sort of static in the area, Puck, begins to dissipate a bit.
Puck nods and says it is done.
Even just nods, gives one last look around to see if there's anything interesting, and heads out.
All right, yeah. Nothing else beyond what I described, so feel free to move. And where are you headed now?
To the bridge with the bode, right?
All right.
Traps. Look for ropes, look for other things that trigger traps. After what they dropped on Gerhardt.
Yeah, we
Yeah, it's
definitely.
possible to like move carefully and look around and stuff.
Yeah. I will. I'll ask everybody for perception. Deedly. Yeah. So as you're walking, Franco and Mendax, you both. Did you roll twice, Franco, somehow?
No, it didn't. It didn't come up the first time I
Oh.
did it. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Well, I saw a higher number and it went lower, so okay, that's fine. I don't know, maybe it went twice. But anyway, as you're walking, Mendax, you very clearly see that there is a rope that leads down to the other side of the area, the other side of the bridge. But looking at what you see the rope going to, it looks like this trap is already sprung. Like there appear to be like ropes in the ceiling that might have constrained rocks up there, but there are no more hanging rocks to be found. You believe this track has been activated.
Is that what killed this person? I don't know.
Presumably, yes. If you're looking at that body, it does appear to have been crushed.
How long has this body been dead?
Not that long. Probably within weeks.
Do we know them?
Determine what kind of body it was?
That would be a nature or medicine check. And yeah, my stream is dying. I don't know. It's got to be my internet, though.
Yeah, it gave me a disconnect also.
Yeah, that's not good. Alright, I'll have to figure out what the heck's going on there. Neither of you can tell from this body. It appears to, even you can tell that this body was butchered isn't the right word, but perhaps flayed. Like skin and flesh would have been taken away. Like it's been here for weeks, and it is skeletal. Like things were taken away from this body on the ground. And you see very obvious impacts, like in the ribs and the legs, that these rocks fell on it and crushed it, and it probably died here before being sacrificed.
Anything notable about the axe?
No, it is a hand axe. You can make a, I guess I'll call it a society check. See if you know anything about the axe.
Don't know shit.
Mendax, you're aware that that is the axe that is used commonly by orcs and half-orcs. You're not familiar with it, it doesn't ring any bells with anybody you've known, but you've already found one half-orc from your party in one of the spots, and now you found an axe that looks vaguely orcish to you.
Does remember any of the orcs using that?
Mendax does not, no. You're fairly new to the crew.
True.
Oh man, can I see this pit of stuff from where I am now?
What bit of stuff can you see? Oh,
all-
yes. There is like stocks of piles of hay and matting and stuff like that, and you see lots and lots of bones. Yes.
Okay. Keep pressing on, I guess.
Okay. Did people walk on top of each other? Yeah. Okay. All right. So you see some stairs going downwards over here. And then yeah, let's stop there. Let's figure out move one of you guys off each other. Yeah. Like that. All right.
Might be frozed.
Are you froze?
Yeah, I'm getting
Maybe,
more
yeah.
All right.
Nothing.
And I will switch to record.
Still very laggy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's moving.
Lauren's shouting did nothing.
She did nothing. Yeah, she shouted. They said they said nonsense words. She told me what they said. I'm like, yeah, they didn't do anything. They said, oh, we did this and we doubled that. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. That's fine. All right. So you guys get to about there, and I'll call for another perception check. So hopefully everybody's back in. I'll just mash a button. And mash it when you see it, and we'll see what happens. Some people can see it.
Trash. Or trash.
Or trash. It's trash. Even. Can you see it?
I am gray.
You are
may match
gray.
for me.
Alright, I'll roll for you. So, apologies. Alright.
Oof.
I can't see even on the map.
Don't let him do that again.
Even's here.
So he's under me or on top of me.
He's next to you. You're over here.
Oh, I don't see myself in even square.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Hey, we're back together.
Alright. Well, I don't know what to do then, because you're you're in different squares from what I see. Alright, anyway. Mendax rolled a very good perception check. So you see two things, Mendax. The first thing you see is that there is a big spider web covering a lot of this stairway. And you rolled so well that as you look at it, you see that something... So first up, they're very thin strands. And they shine with an odd light purple sheen. And something is actively dripping off of the webs.
I will definitely point it out to my fellow companions
And
from a distance.
also... Let me see... where is it? Come on. About this one. You see in the corner over here something moving subtly in the corner, so dark that even your goblin eyes fail to register it at first.
How about size?
Large.
Okay. Oh, and guys, hey, there appears to be something down there also.
Yep. And Puck, as you turn, you feel your heart begin to beat in your throat. You feel the pulse. And as you watch, the jet black head of a canine rises up and looks at you from its bed of hay.
Son of a...
It rises and looks at you, but its eyes are not as you remembered from the dream. They are not glowing red. They are the same pale blue as yours. And he looks like that. But imagine he has horns. He has 10 horns flanking his head. So he stares at you, his onyx mane floating wisp-like around his face, 10 horns jutting from all sides. And he stares at you, Puck, and seems to be waiting.
Do the rest of us notice that it's looking at Puck?
Yes, it is very plainly, even though like you're closest Mendax, it is very clearly looking past you. You get that feeling for sure.
I will whisper to Puck, can you command that?
Puck will step out in front of the party and just kind of regard the wolf from a distance for a moment. See if there's any reaction to his approaching.
It does not rise. It continues looking at you from a prone position and does not growl or snarl. It just looks at you, and it is quite intimidating a creature, but it is just seems to be looking at you as you approach.
Well, I will whisper quietly to Puck, is it friendly or is it an enemy?
It was once an enemy. Now I am not. No. and we'll take another step closer.
Sure. It continues to regard you with little concern. It is staring at you as if waiting for you to say or do something. And as the others approach, it completely ignores them. Like people are stepping by, and it's fixated on you, Puck. And go ahead and make a religion check, Mr. Puck. Okay. So the wolf looks as you walk up, and you begin. What do you do for the hair? Like what sort of things would you do to greet someone else of the hair? Because you feel as though it is requesting you to do that. It's waiting for you to show you know your shit, and you do know your shit. So what is your shit?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I think it speaks Latin.
If you got nothing, we can say you just do it.
I was not prepared for this.
Apologies for catching you off your feet. But so it begins to continue staring at you, and as you walk up, you begin to say or gesture in the way you can define after this fact that you are of the hair, and that you are welcoming someone that you believe to be of the hair. And as he stares silently at you, you feel a pinprick beneath the lone strand of hair on your head. And shortly after that, you feel something writhing through your skin and stab into your skull, writhing through your brain, cajoling, caressing. It is strange and familiar at the same time. And then, in a flash, whatever was exploring your cranium pulls back to the root of your hair, leaving behind a cold, hollow emptiness inside, and a premonition. There is something important here, is all you feel. And the wolf continues to stare at you until it feels its message has been conveyed.
Fuck, you okay? You seem a little paler.
The creature is not our enemy. There is something here. More I do not know.
Here or here?
You talk to that creature? I didn't see you talking.
Yes.
Even
Something
to start
with
scanning,
blue eyes?
even to start scanning around for anything that looks interesting or out of the ordinary.
After Mendax points out the spiderweb, you can very clearly see it. But even in the dark, even with your dark vision, you have trouble making out exactly where all the strands are. But Mendax has a very good idea that there are clear passageways that appear to lead through them, as if people have either cut them away or whatever built them has left these passages. So Mendax believes he can navigate through them without problem. But you do see that when you look around. And there are copious corpses, and there's visible armor and stuff, as if this wolf has been eating things.
So, noticing that, Franco would turn back to Puck and say, "Meat eater, I presume?"
Oh yeah.
Nods. That should be apparent.
Do you think he would like the taste of witches? Maybe even witch wardens? Got some bodies to dispose of.
They will burn.
Even pulls out what is now a very rubbery banana leaf. And it has a big chunk of raptor in it. And he'll
Puck nods.
punch Puck in the back and then sort of hand him this banana leaf that's laying open and showing that there's meat in it.
Yeah. So Puck will walk up and offer it to the creature.
Yep. And as you do, you continue your gestures or whatever it is. And then getting the sense that you understood what was to be said, it bows very shallowly and then begins eating the raptor meat. And you see a bunch of corpses there, buddy, and a bunch of weapons and armor and things.
Anything anything exciting in the
Nothing exceptionally magical, but you do see some satchels that appear like they would have potions inside of them. Like you see, like basically these are the corpses of adventurers or soldiers.
Anyone look from any identifying things that would make anyone familiar to us?
You'd have to start going through stuff. Are you actually tossing things and looking around, or there's
Just gather
you see
gather satchels.
you see a falchion, a warhammer
So
sticking
Puck
out.
says, like, sort of holds up a hand and says, "Let me," as people approach, and will kind of slowly pick up one of the satchels and then look at the wolf to see if there's any reaction.
The wolf cares not. As you touch it, he
Okay.
he continues eating the raptor, and his eyes are always on you, but he is showing no emotion or anger as you do this.
All right, so we'll begin kind of pulling the satchels and
Sure. Bada boop. So there is a wolf corpse loot. You can open that up. And as you're getting closer and moving through things, Puck, you find a suit of half plate, which is not cheap. If you basically you move around some of the hay and you're able to show it off, and very clearly people who were there in the original party, Mendax you might not know, but everybody else, this is from another one of the half orcs. This was from I forget. Do I have the names written down? I thought I did. This is from Tren, one of the half orc females. She was like one of the only people in the company to have a suit of half plate, and this is most assuredly hers. So yeah, you can go ahead and take stuff off that sheet, and whatever you don't take off the sheet, I will add to the common loot later. But feel free to go ahead and do that. You've already identified the purple powder is Zerk, which is like a drug you can do for getting better initiative and doing more damage in your first round of combat. And there's also a gecko potion, which you get a bonus to climb checks and things like that. But go ahead and throw it on your sheet if you want it. And as you're doing that, the direwolf seems to not care at all as you're looting these bodies.
Franco will sort of tap Puck again and say, I don't know if you can talk to him, but if he's being held here against his will, you can let him know that the coast is clear to leave.
I do not believe he is.
Puck,
Right,
drink the
well-
healing potion.
Be interested in this
What's
one.
up?
Is there anything over here? Franco will kind of like start pushing the leaves around and stuff to see if it's hiding anything.
No, it is not. You push the leaves around for a little bit, and you just find it's an alcove, and there is nothing of interest in there. You can, don't need to roll perception. There's nothing of interest in there as you toss it.
Do we have anything? So Franco's just sort of talking to the group. Like, do we have anything to make fire that we can throw at this web?
Yeah, I've got that.
Even shrugs that or go around.
Again, Mendax, you feel confident that there is a regular humanoid-sized hole in the webs that you believe you can navigate. Like for regular medium-sized humans too. So goblins should have no problems avoiding the webs if you didn't want to burn them, but I leave that to you.
Anything in the webs? Like spiders?
Yeah.
Burn him. I don't want to make a check when I'm running from a spider.
Fair enough. So you guys have a torch or something, you said even?
I don't.
If we set it on fire, that might activate what this is.
What?
I mean, I've got spells if need be, but I mean, I've got like a Joe Blow adventurer's kit.
I was to say, how does 4 adventurers at 3rd level not have a torch between them?
Dark vision, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how fast could we move through that hole if we were, say, in a hard retreat?
You think going half speed, you could very easily navigate it. Again, it's fairly plain to you, Mendax. Everybody else is struggling to see it, even with their, the goblin vision. Everybody else kind of failed their check, and you see very clearly that there's like a fairly large hole. But you believe, if like Puck was saying, if you're running through that, you might have a problem.
Is there a way I can mark the ground somehow?
Sorry?
Can I mark the ground somehow to show the path?
Yeah, it's stone ground, but you can do all kinds of things. What do you want to do with it?
Lights a torch and burns the goddamn spider web.
All
Sounds like my cue to get out of the way then.
Yeah, fair enough. So he's looking at the ground trying to do it, and then yeah, you burn it, so it's gone. Mendax steps in, and you see there is another little room here with another little one of those stagnant pools over here.
How about tracks? Which way do the tracks go? People moving through this area.
You can get a perception. I'll ask for a perception check. I'll do the button. I always wonder, is it like perception to notice tracks versus survival to follow them? But yeah, perception to notice them, I'd say.
There's a decent one.
There you go. Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so you, Franco and Puck very clearly see that the tracks lead towards the northwest. Nothing seems to be going south from this area, but you see tracks go to the northwest, and they also go down south. So, like, from here to here, and from where you are to there. And, Franco and Puck, you see another spider web down here.
That would explain why no one goes there.
All right, let's press forward then.
Do we see any spiders?
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're gonna do. So now we're in combat. There you go. All right. So the combat tracker should automatically pop out now. It's a module I installed.
Nice.
Cool.
Huzzah us. Oh yeah, I guess you could all roll for initiative. I have a button to do it too, but you can all roll if you want. If you want to feel like you're doing stuff.
Should have had you roll.
Puck, you have 1 initiative. And again, there are sounds now also. That's in the mods. If you want to turn it off, we can talk about it after the session. If it annoys you really bad, we can turn it off now, but just let me know. It has to be done on your side is the problem.
It's very Law and Order. Dung dung.
Dun, dun. Yeah. And they have like
Well,
a sound when it's your
that often,
turn,
so-
when you're on deck, and when a new round starts. So it's kind of a lot. So you can change that in the settings if you go to settings and then go to configure settings, go to module settings, and scroll down to like little helper or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called. Just look around, you'll find it. And if not, I can talk to you later. So Puck, you want initiative.
Cool. I don't see the spiders.
You
I
do
don't
not
know
see
if
the
I'm
spiders
lagging.
yet. That's correct. Oh wait, you rolled a 21.
I rolled it. Yeah, I
rolled a
did a
21.
good. I did a
Yeah.
good.
You did a good, yeah. So you see one spider behind you who was coming on this web that you burned. Yeah. So yeah, you see him there. I should have some better combat music while we're doing this, but go on.
Let's take a step and stabby.
All right. Yeah. So you walk up, and the spider thinks it's being very well hidden. You very easily hit it with these shears.
Take that.
Take all of that, and I'm gonna switch to this music. Which, if I was a good GM, I would have played while you were talking to the wolf, but we are. Yeah, so you hit the purple spider, and it comes down, and I think I have art for these spiders. Don't I have art for these spiders? That's crap. I totally do, but I'll have to add it, I guess. All right, so that's the purple spider. He gets hit for 2. So did you move, or yeah? So you have another action. If you
Yeah, I have 1 left, and we're just gonna
Move away.
stab that spider.
Move away. No. That is a miss on the spider. So you stab close
Very
to it
good.
and miss. And then it's Franco's turn.
I had a one of those good rolls too. Do I see anything else?
What did you roll?
22.
Yeah, you do. There is another one close to you over there. Coming out of the wall on the other side of that. And with the 22, you also see there is a third one down here. You can barely see it, but it's like on the webs over here.
Okay. So I think we're gonna do a quick little zap.
Zap.
So that guy.
Very cool. And it hits both, right? And they both need to make a reflex
Yeah.
save. Right. DC 19, they both failed it. Very good spiders. Very great spiders. I have the best spiders. And they take full damage. And none of them crit failed, so yeah, just regular full damage. They are pretty hurt. I think you can see them if you hover over them.
Yep.
And that was your zap.
Right. So then, is this one like? Can I reach it? The one that's purple spider too? Move over?
Yes, it is kind of in a rocky area, so it has a bit of cover, but you can reach it. It is within your range.
Okay. So yeah, pop over and I'll take a swing at it.
A 12 is a miss. I'm just trying to see if I have. That's 2 actions, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take another swing at it. Why not?
Attaboy.
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah. And it had your map in it? Yeah, that did. Yeah, you just rolled really well. Oh, I see. For 5 damages, and that's the one you're close to, yes. Okay, so 5 damages. It is still alive, but barely. It shrieks as you stab it, and you can tell it's very clearly, like, bleeding, and a purple ichor is kind of falling out of it. That's your whole turn, yeah?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, Purple Spider 1 goes, and it's next to Puck. So it is going to try to bite you with fangs. 14 won't do it. And then it sees everybody in front of it, and it tries to shoot a web at... Let's roll a d4. 1, 2, 3. It chooses a web at Mendax with the map penalty. Nimble dodge. You get a 20, but it still hits you with a 20, but just barely. So it nails you. You are entangled. Whatever the.
Wait, so he gets a 21, right?
No, his AC is 19, right?
Right.
And he gets a +2. Oh wow, I didn't know Nimble Dodge was that good. Yeah, apologies. Yeah, so it shoots a web at you, Mendax, and you see it coming. It's coming right at you, as if to wrap around your legs and tie you to the floor. And because of your nimble dodge, you're able to kind of like sidestep, do a little jazz 1-2, and get out of the way. And you see the webs hit the floor, and they are viscous and dripping with the same light purple thing you've seen on the webs before. And it's going to try to take cover, so it kind of scuttles back into a crevasse and tries to take cover. And then Mendax gets to go.
Will I be able to take the 5-foot step and still get the flanking bonus on it, or is it in a position that I can't do that on it?
It's up high. I'll give you flanking. Yeah, sure. It's up high, but yes, the answer is yes.
Which I can't move to that space. I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, is it not letting you? Is it saying it's not a space? There's a wall there.
It's a red space, I think.
Huh? I think you can. Are you on the measure tool? I think you're on the measure tool.
Could be.
Yeah.
I am on
And so you actually don't ever have to use the measure tool, because if you have yourself selected and you hit control, you hold control, it'll show you the measure tool.
I was doing that between turns. I was trying to figure out if that was a legal space back then too.
Nice.
Got it.
All right, so one move, action number 1, action number 2. I will make a strike.
Okay. And finally, I can show you. This is the spider. This is what you were fighting.
Ew.
All right. Let's see. Strike. A 19 is a hit. Yeah.
All right. What do I tell it for my? All right. I think damage is now with flanking.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is an extremely dead spider. Remove participant. All right. So that was a move and a stab, and then I think you have another action, yeah?
Can I do my third action?
Yeah.
I don't think I can take a good spider. I can't tell his name. The one that's slightly damaged next to me. Can I take a? It's not hide. What's it called? I'm trying to do
Sorry, what?
proper term. I want to
Tumble through thing.
Nah.
Yeah, he's
I
up high. I
try
don't
to
know.
hide.
He's not really tumbling through him.
It's not hide. What's the one where you try to duck into a dark shadow?
Oh, you want to take cover, or you want to,
Take cover. Yeah, take cover from.
or do you want to try to hide? Because they can see you, unless you get behind something, then you can use an action to try to hide.
I was thinking maybe against maybe this spider here. I might be able to hide from. I doubt this guy can see me. I don't think any.
Yeah, you're behind this little outcropping. If you want to spend an action to try to hide, we can let you try to hide. Sure.
Third action.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a stealth check against its passive perception.
So
You can try to hide from it, and then while you're doing that, this spider's going to go, and Franco's there and Even's there. I think it feels more comfortable being on the wall. So yeah, so you watch as it moves through the web over to here, and then comes down. Actually, it could have just shot a web first. Let's do that first. So before it moves, it's going to shoot at Franco with the web. You have nimble dodge too. Great, awesome. Misses horribly, and then yeah, like I said, it moves across over to here, and then tries to bite Even. So it comes down to you, Even, and has its map penalty, and can't do that. So that's its whole turn. And then Even goes.
Well, I guess I'll rage. I guess. So Even just sort of looks at it very flat, and then grows very large teeth and tries to take a nice bite at it. So,
yuck.
This is it, boys. This is the hand wraps. Let's see those hand wraps. Let's see if you can hit with the hand wraps. Rawr, I'm raging. I drag that onto yourself. There you go. Blah! Yes, that is a
My
critical.
God.
That is a critical hit. Yeah.
Yahtzee, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So explain how you do that, because yeah, you killed it 1.5 times. So go ahead, it's all you.
It comes down off of the web and Even basically catches it by a leg, and then just and bites its body off its legs and casts it onto the floor.
All right. Yeah. So and as you bite off the legs again, you see its fangs are dripping with this light purple liquid, that you presume is some sort of a poison. And yeah, you just throw it on the ground, and you have a third action still.
Just move over here.
Boom. All right, Puck. That's a hit, yeah.
Stabbing spiders. God, what's the one?
It continues to be alive, but you are hacking away at it. You have 2 more actions.
I do.
Yeah, that's a hit. There you go.
There
That's a
we
bit
go.
better. Yeah. So that kills it. So yeah, so you're hacking it just and after several of those, it is dead. And yeah, and that's it. There are no more spiders. So you hack away, and then you look for a couple more moments, and you don't see any more of those spiders come out.
Do we know anything? Do I know anything about these spiders?
It is a nature check. I'll mash a button so everybody can make it.
They taste terrible.
Yeah, they do not.
Yeah,
It did not taste good. You got mostly carapace when you did that.
Tasting tiny
They are
dents.
not especially meaty spiders.
I only like beefy spiders.
You're a beefy spider. I like my beef eater spiders. Mendax, you want to roll that nature check?
I'm staying in my lane.
Okay. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by trying to remember things.
I am not the nature boy. I'm a city boy.
All right.
It's
So
nature
Franco,
sucker.
Franco, you are the only one who knows anything about this. This is a dream spider. They have an iridescent hue, are infused with the same hallucinogenic compound as the creature's toxin. So, oh, I should have noted that. I don't think you biting it gets you addicted or gets you hit with it. I don't think so. But basically, these spiders have a venom that makes people hallucinate and grow, not stupid, but I forget the word. But that basically, you hallucinate and eventually lose mental capacity if you were exposed multiple times to the venom.
Is it possible to bottle the venom up?
Yes, it is possible, and you are fairly certain that some people refine it and create an addictive drug called Shiver. And with a knowledge check as good as you did, you're pretty sure that that purple liquid you found in that other room that was unidentified is likely Shiver. Like when you compare it to the venom that these are dripping off these things, you believe that these witches are milking, or whatever you want to call it, the venom from these creatures and refining it into a drug, a hallucinogenic drug.
Wrap them up.
Don't burn this motherfucker down, Pookie.
Yeah, so I mean, Franco would take some of the empty healing potion vials and just start getting the spider corpses in there.
Franco, as you're doing that, you see down here there is a door that looks like it's like a wooden gate with iron bars on it. And as you're beginning to kind of vial up some of the poison, someone falls, almost collapsing against the door.
From the other side?
From the other side, yes. And you see a gnome that you know. You see Lynn, emaciated, covered in filth, collapse on the door. For those of you who remember, Lynn looks like this.
That was the healer?
That was the healer and herbalist in Apilius's army.
So, Franco, knowing the effect of the hallucinogen, will just kind of gesture over to, like, do you guys see that? And point over to the gnome.
Even you do. You were there and you do. Mendax, you can't see it yet from where you are, but even you do see Lynn.
Yeah, even we just book it over.
All right. And you see through the grates that there are a bunch of other bodies in the back there, none of which seem to be moving. And Lynn is at the gate, and she can barely speak. She looks emaciated and exasperated and just generally groggy. And
would anti-venom have an effect at this point, or she's?
Yeah, you think it would. So even also being that close, you can tell as she like you watch as her hands are grabbing at the bars, and she's trying to speak with you, but she can't seem to summon the words, and you can't tell if she's just exhausted or if she's affected by the things Franco has described to you. But as she reaches up, you watch as her sleeve drops down, and you see spider bites all over her arms.
Okay. Even says something about like some meal she liked, something that identifies him as a thinking being and not like some weird hallucination. And he pulls out a vial and goes to put it to her lips.
She does not resist, and as you're doing it, again, she's looking around, and she almost seems to be looking past you. Like she doesn't seem to be all there, but she in no way resists as you bring the vial to her lips and pour it in. And yeah, does it make a check, or is it just work?
It says it's. Of course, now that I've used it, it's gone from my sheet, and it didn't give any text.
Great stuff.
It says it works, and nobody ever gets poisoned again in the whole party for the rest of the
That's a wonderful item. I'm glad I gave that to you.
It says
when you
that,
drink
it says that you shouldn't look it up. Yes.
You make a flat check. All right, so go ahead and roll d20 even.
DC 10 flat.
Yeah.
Slash roll.
Or the dice thing on the left side near the bottom. There's a dice button. You can click that and click a d20. But yeah, slash roll d1 to 20 also.
Oh, I see it.
The left bar. There's a dice roller. Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't seem to work. So she drinks it.
Let me I'll re-roll that.
Go ahead. I'll let you use your hero point for that. Yeah.
Sure. She almost dribbles it because she's like losing her like her coordination is off and even goes to pour it in her mouth and she goes to like the wrong end
Mhm.
and even grabs her by the face and pours it in her face.
Mm.
And we'll hope that we roll better this time. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So you pour it down her throat, and again, she's almost like she's completely out of it. But as you pour it, you watch as her eyes begin to focus, and she looks at you and the others behind you, and she identifies you by name. She's Even. She looks back at the other goblins. Are you really here? And you see as she's trying to reach out through the bar to touch you to confirm that you're actually there.
And even will touch her and really hear.
So what is... When, what? And you can tell she's still confused.
How many, even will basically give her a quick, like, it's been this many weeks. How many spiders?
She shakes her head. I don't know. They hold us down and they bite us. They make them bite us.
Anyone else alive?
She looks back to the people behind her. Says, I don't think so. No.
How sturdy does this look to be?
Not very sturdy. Again, there are iron bars, but it's primarily wood, and you believe that you could probably strength it open if you wanted to.
Yeah. Even basically grabs a hold of it and then puts both of his feet up on the wall, and he's fully horizontal and comes in a big squat and then just like tries to pull it open.
Anybody doing anything else to help him, or is he just doing this alone?
Sure. I'll help him also.
Okay. So, Franco, you can toss me an athletics check as a helper, and even you roll it as the primary. And we'll see if the aid helps at all. Right,
Yeah.
the aid helps. What is... Yeah! Yeah, so you get horizontal on the wall and just pull, and immediately with the first jerk you feel it giving, and you just know, like, I just gotta hold on for a second. You keep pulling, and you just rip it off the wall. You rip the entire cage off the wall. And the wood snaps that was attached to the stone. And Lynn looks at it, again, in disbelief. She looks back at you, even, and she says, What do we do? How do we get out of here?
Franco, bring her with us. Hide her. Send her to the others.
Can you fight?
She looks at you, terrified, and she says, "I don't know." And she looks down as if looking for things. She has nothing on her. Like, she usually has this big satchel, was kind of her thing. If you remember, Fumbar kind of fucked with the satchel. He stole things from the satchel a long time ago.
Yes.
But yeah, she looks and she doesn't have her satchel, and she doesn't have any like weapons or anything like that. She's just basically in like a simple cloth outfit that's been very dirty over the past couple of weeks. And she says, no, and she looks at you and
We
says,
should take her.
You can tell this place isn't right. My brain can't. It's not."
Puck.
And she stammers.
Yeah, he just kind of nods and holds up a hand to stop her. We should take her from here.
Yeah, she's safer with the crew than on her own. Just try to stay out of the way, yeah?
She nods.
And even will basically describe where the others went to, or where we last camped or whatever. So like if something gets wild, just run.
Okay.
Give her some food.
Yeah. Whatever I have that she can use or need, whatever's in the loot sheet she can use. She can raid our larder.
Okay. Sure.
Give her a knife.
Take a look.
While they're feeding her and stuff, I think Franco would go in and oh, I can't because the thing. Here we go. And just sort of like poke at the bodies with his sword, just moving him around, seeing if there's anything there, seeing if he recognizes any of the bodies.
The vast majority of the bodies here are very, very old. So you look around and you don't identify any of like these three are very, very old. Seem to have been here for a long time. This one appears to be another one of the half-orcs. I'm sorry, no, it's not a half-orc. It is a gnome. It is Trumbert, which is one of the male gnomes.
They dead.
Yeah, and he is very much dead. Like you poke him and he does not move at all, and then you go to touch him and his body is cold.
Leather, shield, crossbow. I've never seen you fight.
She can use a crossbow.
Yeah, whatever we can outfit her with from the loot, you know.
Sure.
I
Yeah,
assume that
I'll handle it for now until it matters. Hopefully she's not shooting a
Yeah.
crossbow, but we'll find out.
just stay out of the way.
Yeah, she nods. And again, she seems generally out of it, even though with Evan's help and the anti-venom, she's not completely stupefied, but she is very much out of it and slow to react. But she is willing to follow you.
Puck will torch that web there also.
Sure. Just get rid of it then.
Bottom side, south of the web.
There's another one of those pools, and it is again, it's stagnant water down here. Lynn follows, and she stays very close to Even, who she seems to have recognized as a savior. And she's muttering to herself and kind of to you at the same time. She's like repeating things as if trying to confirm it with her own mind, but you're hearing it. She says, I was sleeping. We were taken at night. I didn't wake up, but I saw I was awake but not awake.
Left your body?
She not I think
See through your hands?
yeah, she nods like yes, of course, yes.
They tried it on us. It's how they attack.
Who? Them? And she gestures north towards the
Witches.
How?
And even just ask Puck.
She looks at you
It won't-
quizzically,
it-
Buck.
It won't matter for long.
No, she almost smiles from that. She looks at you more confused than anything, but you can tell that she is comforted by those words, Franco. All right, so Franco, as you step to there, you see a bunch of barrels, and there is a closed door over there at the end, and there is a hallway that goes north as well.
Okay. Just very slowly walk up the stairs, still, kind of looking for ropes and traps and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do another perception check. Why not?
Yeah, even will fill Lynn in on that as well.
Fill it in on what?
They use traps, ropes, drop falling rocks.
There is a second door down further south. Yeah, everybody looks around, and Mendax, who didn't roll well for you. Boom, Mendax, 24. Yeah, you look around, and you're pretty certain that there are no traps around here, and there are just, like, there are random barrels and things like that, random supplies, and it looks like down here that, like, wine was spilled. Like, there was wine here, but there was something caused a barrel of wine to be destroyed and leak.
Okay.
What are the other barrels full
Yeah.
of?
Are you
Franco
going to
would
start
grab
opening
and
them and
start
looking
looking.
inside?
Definitely one at least.
Okay.
Yeah, see if I
We'll
guess
see
Franco
what's
would
in the
look to
first
see if
one.
if any of them have like
whether I look in any others.
Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, so,
Franco would sort of kneel down to look to see if any of them have like a crack in it or something that he can see inside.
you rolled a 13. Yeah, so you don't see any cracks or anything like that. But Puck, he's very much involved in getting one of them open anyway. So yeah, so he opens one of them, and some basic, grains and cereal come out. It appears to be foodstuffs here. And across the way, you see that there are more liquids. There are bottles, and one of those casks of wine appears to be destroyed. So, like, on this side, it seems like there's food, and on that side, there was drinks. And you found 2 doors, one of which Mendax has moved next to. And he's listening.
So Franco would gesture over to Even and kind of tell him to come over. Food. This is your department. Take what you think you need.
We'll take it all when we leave.
Fair enough.
Bold. All right. So Mendax puts his ear to a door over there, and you can tell that there are people inside there. They're talking, but they don't seem to be alarmed, and you don't hear a whole lot of noise.
What language?
A language you don't understand, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yes, a language you don't understand. The same language that the witches were talking to you in the clearing before when they tried to trade.
So
Is it Fae by chance?
Sorry?
Is it Fae by chance?
It is not Fae by chance, no.
Is it Fey magic?
It is not Fae magic. That was a running joke in the old campaign. It is not Fae magic.
So if Mendax conveys that information
I
to
will.
the party,
As soon as I see it's like, I'm gonna wave my arms to get your attention and point to the door and indicate that there are people behind.
Sorry.
What is that? What are you shark jawing, sir? It's...
No. I was playing with the shark jaw thing to see if I could make it work.
Oh, apologies.
Yep. So note, once Mendax mentions that there's people in there, Franco looks over to Even and says, "Barricade the door with some barrels. Move on to the other one."
At least listen.
Sure.
Does the door open in or out?
In.
Yeah,
There are lines on the map, so I'm not just bullshitting you. It opens in.
No, that's fine. I don't, dude.
we barricade the outside.
I mean, you put
Well,
enough shit
I mean-
in front of a door, it's still a problem.
It's a
Yeah.
problem, but it's it's not as big a problem.
Not as big, yeah.
Correct. Mendax is being sneaky-ish, and then
You
listening.
could always put a bunch of barrels there and tie the door to the barrels.
That's true.
Make it a little harder to open.
Make a craft check, see how well that goes. We'll have another raptor falling into the ocean.
Yes, incident.
Where's Gimbolo when you need him?
Gibola will save the day. So Mendax, you listen to that door, and you hear nothing there. There is the crackling of a fire in there, but you hear no voices or anything like that.
Turn and convey the information. I'm not bad at crafting. If somebody comes, I can give it a try. Is there a door handle, or is it just the door?
There's a handle and a little latch.
Well, I didn't hear anything on the other side of the door but a crackling fire.
Kill the quiet room, then kill the loud room, or kill the loud room first?
Has anyone
Might be two ways.
Puck begins sidling towards the door where he has been informed there are voices behind.
Even
There
would
might be a second way
grab
to
you.
the quiet door.
You're with me. You're with me. I will do what you ask. You're with me. So even would try to yank you off the door.
Puck will allow it.
If someone's sleeping down there, we kill them in their sleep. We come up here, kill the other ones,
I
Agreed.
like that.
or we go in to kill them all in that room. You will not go first.
All right.
I
So-
will inspect the door and see if it's locked or anything.
Okay. So you go up and you jiggle the handle, and it.
Hopefully not jiggle. How about gently try to turn?
Okay, you gently caress the handle, and it gives. So it gives a little bit, and you push it a little bit more,
Well,
and
no,
you feel
as I know it's gonna
confident.
Give, I will turn
Yeah.
and signal the guys that it's open.
Yeah, you feel confident
Thumbs
it is
up.
unlocked. And you see no locking mechanism or anything like that. There's no keyhole or anything like that.
You or me, Franco? Who's first?
I will open the door if you guys want to run by.
Either's fine by me.
Okay.
I'm happy to go in.
So even we'll pull a shield and line up and get ready to run in.
Crouch and open the door and try to be out of this way as much as possible for the others.
So I guess I will add you all to initiative, and you're all gonna. I'll roll for everybody right now, and you're all gonna let Mendax go first to open the door. Is the plan?
Right.
So I'll just move Franco under Mendax, and yeah. Okay. So Mendax, you get to go first.
That opening the door is me going first.
Yes, so you take one action to open the door, and you see in the room there is a table, it looks like cards, and there is a lamp, kind of like a genie lamp, with purple smoke coming out of it. Very faint purple smoke.
I will stealth since the door's open. I will stealth into the room. I guess it's action 2. That's half movement or something.
Yeah, I think you go half speed, I believe. And then make a stealth check as you're doing it.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Nice.
Yeah, that is very stealthy.
Arrow, here. Hard time stealthing in.
That is very stealthy. And let me make another check over here. Too many things. So you stealth there, and you see over here there is an acolyte and a witch warden, and they are asleep. And I guess that's odd how dark that guy is. I thought he was invisible, but apparently he walked in. He was visible anyway. So he was asleep there, and as you walked in, he beat your stealth check. And he beat it by more than 4.
Oh.
So he wakes up, and he looks up at you, and he is essentially naked. He's one of the wardens. He's one of those huge guys, but he was laying down in the hay down here in the bones, and is essentially naked. He's not wearing any of the armor that the wardens normally have. And that is 2 actions for you, so you get a 3rd action. And he is unarmed on the ground at the moment.
I will signal back to the guys who unasleep, unawake. Take
So there's 3 total dudes in there, yeah?
Yes, that he can see.
That's yeah,
Two's
just making
nice.
sure I understand.
Yes.
Is that a statue in the corner? Is that what I'm looking at over here?
There is a statue, one of those statues in the corner, yes.
Same as the other ones?
It looks the same as the other one. It's some sort of horned frog, I believe.
Alright, I move to this space.
Okay. So you walk around him, and you see as he's
20 feet to my movement. I don't think let's see.
Mhm.
Try to figure out how to do the movement. 10, 25s or movement.
yeah, you have a 25 foot movement unless you're fast otherwise. Yeah. Okay. And again, there's like a wooden palisade, or I don't know what to really call it. Like there's a door essentially going into the sleeping area, but you are braced up against that door and in front of the warden archer. All right, you want to be there?
I'm trying. I'm not able to move myself.
Where do you want to be?
I want to be here. Oh, it's not popping up there. Behind the witch warden.
There or behind him, even like in the corner?
In the corner, next to the stage or something.
Like that? Or am I wrong?
It's not moving from the side.
Oh.
I can't see.
Oh.
I can't see. Twitch is not running, I guess. So
Yeah, I took Twitch down, correct. Refresh, I guess, if you need to, but I assume you're there and you can tell me if you want to be somewhere else.
So there's a brazier. There's the Witch Warden.
Yeah.
There's kind of empty space diagonal between the two.
Yeah. I think you're in the right spot there.
Alright,
But
that's
we'll-
my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh now.
Sure. Franco.
All right. So Franco will start to move in. It's there. Wait, why can't I do that? Here. There. So that's one move. So he'll see the Warden Archer naked and will obviously taunt him about that.
And that's against his will DC. You have succeeded.
hmm
So he is frightened
Okay.
1 or frightened 2.
I think just frightened 1,
All right.
unless he critically failed,
It was a
which I don't
regular
think he
fail.
did.
Correct.
Yeah. So then Franco will line up and throw his Star Knife with a finisher here.
Right. He's also prone. I should put that on too. There's. It's prone. All right. Yeah. That is a critical hit.
Hot dog.
What?
Hot dog.
What? How does that number make any sense? He dead.
Awesome.
Go. So yeah, just describe your toss.
Well, so Franco will bound into the room, see him, like do a little like covering up his like private area kind of thing, like ooh, and then noticing that the guy's a little bit distracted, basically just tosses Star Knife right through the guy's neck.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, like I said, he was half covering up and half looking around for his bow, which is over here by the table. And as he's looking, you just shink right into his neck, and he falls down dead. And the others have not reacted. Do you have an action still, Franco, or is that everything?
I do not, but I want to ask a question. So
Yes.
the that pot with the purple smoke coming out,
Yes.
does Franco recognize that as like the same color as the venom powder? Like, does he suspect that that's a hallucinogen in the air?
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, that's
It
I don't
is
think
not. It's purple. It's not the same kind of purple. Yeah, you don't believe it's related to the poison, but if it's a hallucinogen, you're not sure. You believe it's definitely something that's being inhaled by these people.
Okay.
You're not sure if it's a hallucinogen or not. Right? Even.
All right. Well, I'm trying to think if I can get to. Can I get to the sleeping guys? Like, I know 3 movements I can. Can I get there with 2 movements?
Let me see. 25 gets you to where Franco is, I think. 25. No, I think you need a third. If you can shave 5 feet off it somehow, I think you could make it. Do you have a regular movement speed? You're not faster than normal?
No, 25.
No, I think you need 3 to get there.
Okay. So they haven't stirred, correct?
They have not stirred.
So even we'll go to there. That's 30.
Okay.
And then
So you have 20 more feet for a double move.
there. That's
Mhm.
50, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's kind of how I kind of.
Yep, you're good so far. Yep.
And then he will sneak the last 10.
Okay. Toss me a stealth check. And you can move. I assume you want to move just like to there.
Yeah, somewhere where people can get in around me. But yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I can tap you up on the desk too. That's fine. But yeah, toss me a stealth check. And pook. That is good. They have not stirred. Just jump on the desk.
And as even passes Franco, he says, "Keep Puck quiet."
And now Puck.
All right. Even end your turn.
I don't know.
I moved it to Puck. It's on Puck now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah,
How do I end my turn? Is it in the initiative tool?
It's on the bottom of the initiative.
Yeah, it's at the
tool,
bottom.
But I also
Okay,
I
cool.
also move it because I'm me. But yeah, correct. So you move.
Perfect. That's fine.
What are you doing, Mr. Poke? You moved and then what? Moving some more.
Moving again.
And you see.
Yeah, there's just I can't catch. It's terrible.
What are you trying to
And
do?
even on the speed, point to his mouth and then point to them.
I'll stay. We'll stay put.
Okay. Mr. Mendax.
We get. It costs 2 to ready, right?
Yes, 2
So I had
actions
to use
ready
2 to
something.
get that far into the room. All right, so that'll be it. We'll
Okay.
just
Mr.
action
Mendax.
action.
The game never loaded for me. I've been
Oh.
on load for the last 5 minutes, so I can't see
Oh.
anything.
I apologize. Yeah, and Twitch isn't up. So you are within range of them. Like you could walk over to them and basically, I think you can move. And what are you going to do? Even are you going to like ready a coup de grace or whatever?
I don't know how it works in second edition, but yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
So let's say Mendax moves up
Yeah,
and lines
I
up
don't
the
know
other
about
one,
this.
waiting for you.
full like ring wraith scene.
Correct. So yeah. So Mendax walks up with his rapier and is basically lining it up at the witch's neck.
Sleep, I get sneak attacks.
They're prone and unconscious, and I assume your
How
sneak
many are
attack goes
there?
off. What's up?
You say
Um,
them? How many are there?
There's only 2. There's a witch and a warden, and they're both asleep.
I'm posting stuff. I'm posting pictures for you, Bijo.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
just loaded up to 99. I'm waiting at the moment.
Ugh.
I'll post pictures in general for you until you're loaded up. So just keep me posted. I'll keep loading pictures.
Okay. I'm gonna remove an animated token in case that's causing the problem too. It's gone now. If you want to try to refresh, I don't know if that was causing it, but anyway. So Mendax moves up and basically readies a coup de grace. And Franco, you watch as Mendax and Even are kind of lording over these witches.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delay and not mess anything up.
All right, Even.
Even starts to have his rasping breath as he leans over the witch warden and just clamps down on his neck on either side. And I assume the guy's gonna thrash, and Even's just gonna clamp and clamp and clamp until he damn near bites the guy's head off.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Just roll damage, not even to hit, and roll crit damage. And Mendax, are you in yet?
Yeah.
Okay, roll crit damage, Mendax.
Ugh. Roll a 1 and a 2. Nice.
Excellent. Is that critical or is that regular? So I got to double yours. Okay. So the witch warden
Sorry, that's
takes.
just regular game.
Oh, that doesn't have my rage in it. Sorry, dude. That's
Okay.
four more.
What's your rage bonus? I don't even know what that is.
It's two, but doubled, so 4 more. I'll
Okay.
I'll turn rage on. 'cause
Yep, I
forgot.
got 4.
Can I bite him again?
It's your turn. Yeah. So Mendax's attack goes off and he's done. But yeah, you have 2 more actions. So.
Also, I raged and then I bit.
Oh, so you get 1
I'm
action.
ready.
Apologies. Yeah. And drag that on yourself. And the witch acolyte gurgles as Mendax stabs her in the neck, but she looks up at you, still alive and conscious.
And this one, should I roll an actual attack or just?
Yeah, roll an actual attack because now he's prone and has penalties and stuff like that. He's flat-footed. That is a miss. Yes. Even be no, actually it's not. He's prone, so it's not a miss actually. So yeah, so you hit. Go ahead, roll regular damage. He's aware of you. Jeez, okay. He's dead. He dies. Yeah, he wasn't actually in combat, so that's why he's not didn't auto get marked as dead, but he is dead. All right. And then Franco, you delayed. Yes. Did you want to come off delay?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take a poke at that witch.
All right.
Um,
And Puck, you're on
Oh.
deck.
here, 1 move, 2 moves. Won't let me around here. Get inside.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. All right. And then take some of these things off because I don't have that anymore. Poke.
That's a hit. That's a heck of a hit. For 6. And she's still alive. And was that all your actions, Franco?
That was everything.
Right,
Yeah.
Puck. The witch is awake.
Fuck. Come. Oh man. How do we work getting in there? And is that a viable?
You could stand here. You could stand anywhere.
You can
Really.
stand over the dead guy.
Like, yeah, if the VTT yells at you, I can move you where you want to move. Just tell me.
Yeah.
You can just jump into a crevasse in the wall.
I want to get stabby. We're gonna
You want
get
to
real
get stabby?
stabby.
You can crowd. You can crowd the plate. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. So Puck will just kind of run in, take a leap over Franco's shoulder.
All right. Yes, that is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll your crit damage. Yep, there it is. Kapow, right in the neck. So again,
In between the eyes.
Mendax was doing the ring weight thing like that, and he gets it right in the neck, and she begins gargling as Franco walks up and takes a stab, and then you leap and just catch her in the eye, and she is very dead. You crush part of her skull with the force of your leap, and they are just mutilated.
For some reason, I imagine it's like Puck jumping into the wall and just instantly merging into the wall, but then out pops out an arm with some shears and stabs into the witch.
Right.
So even covered in gore, stands up, straightens up, walks to the door, ushers Lynn in, and closes the door quietly.
All right. Sure. Close the door. There you go.
In the meantime, unless anybody objects, which Franco will give people a second to do as he's holding the pot with the purple steam coming out before basically extinguishing it or doing what he feels he needs to do to stop it from coming out.
Yeah, Puck just gives you a nod.
And what did you roll in your Arcana check earlier? It's gone now.
So 17.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so when you get closer to it, again, there's a very small amount of smoke coming out of it, but you get the impression that if you played with the lid, that more would come out. So you believe that you need
Also
either some sort of
17.
stopper or to rotate it left or right, you're not sure, to make nothing come out. So are you playing
Could I plug it up?
You can plug it up. You believe you could plug it up or guess left or right.
So I think he's plugging.
Okay. You're no fun. but that's fine. Yeah, you find some debris nearby and you begin to plug up the mouth of the lamp. And
Joe was saying they're hotboxing this cave.
yeah, they were hotboxing this little piece of the cave. Yes, and as you're doing that, Franco, you get a little whiff of it, and you definitely do feel like for a moment, like you get like a head rush, and then you begin stuffing it up before you get any ill effects. But it's definitely affecting you, even for just the seconds of the small little waft you got of it. All right, let's take a quick bio now. I see Nas is getting up. I don't know if he's getting up to go, but let's take a quick bio here, and then we will be right back. right. So you've brutally murdered a bunch of people in their sleep. That's par for the course. That's good. They have loot. The witch and the warden have the same loot that you had seen on those before. They don't have any magic weapons. The warden archer, if Puck takes the time to raise a hand over it, the bow that he was looking at over here near the lamp is magical.
That's ours now.
It is yours now. So yeah, so he has
How
a
do
he has.
longbows work with goblins.
Sorry, what?
Yeah,
How
that's
do longbows
that's
and goblins? Can we use longbows?
I think small to medium. I think small to medium sizing they don't really make us think about. In
This is
second
a
edition.
short bow, and yes, I think medium and small they don't care, and I don't care much.
Okay.
But this is a short bow, and yeah, it is at least a +1 magic short bow.
goody for Mendax.
Yes, Mendax, make a. Let's make everybody make it. Why not? I'll just mash the Arcana button since you're all looking at it. Oh, that's what. No, not you. Try again.
From beyond the grave.
From beyond the grave, I will tell you about my bow. Franco knows.
Franco.
What else? What else you got? Puck knows. Does Mendax know? Because I'd like Mendax to know.
Mendax is staying in his lane. This is not my thing.
Okay, fair enough.
Arcana is not something I have knowledge about.
So yeah, so Puck, you very clearly identified as magic as you're waving your hand around the room. Only the bow and the whatever the lamp that Franco has stoppered are magical. And both Puck and Franco are aware that this bow is called a hunter's bow. It is a +1 magic short bow that gives you a bonus 1d6 piercing damage if the target can't see you, basically, essentially. And you get a critical hit, I guess. Apparently it says a lot of words. It's this. And I will add this and all the other items to the party common loot if I can figure out how to do that easily. There we go. Party common loot. And I click on the dead guy. I hit loot selected tokens. Alright, so now it's in the common loot. You can go ahead and take it from there. And I'll add all the other stuff too. He also had an elixir of life. And yeah. What's the plan now?
Evan's gonna drink another elixir. The next room.
Yes. They must all pay.
Mind if I take the hunter's bow?
No, take it.
Silence is
No, it's yours,
assent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so read up and do what you gotta do. And
Probably too tricky. But overload the lamp, open the lamp, throw it in the room, hold the door.
What does the lamp do? That's the question. We
Franco
don't
is
know.
not certain, but as he
Yeah.
stoppered it, he got a whiff of it and he got almost lightheaded. He felt a head rush and lightheaded about it.
I just don't want to do these guys a favor.
What are these? Oh, you're healing.
Oh, the second one shouldn't have come up. Even just ate his last one, and I'm gonna take one off of the loot sheet. No one's
Sure.
taking it.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you the healing. Blam.
Thanks.
No worries. All right. And Puck, if you want to examine the lamp, you can.
Yeah, let's give that a once over.
That's Arcana. Oh yeah.
Hey.
So you study it, and it's not a spell you're familiar with, but you kind of figure out what's going on. You take a little sniff of the stuff, and with that combined with your knowledge, you're pretty sure that what this does is it makes people more susceptible to will-based spells. So like illusions would work better if somebody had inhaled this, and sleep spells would work better, much better if someone had inhaled this. You get lightheaded and dizzy and more susceptible to sleep magic and other related magics.
I don't think this is useful to us now.
And I will identify it. So it's in the party common loot. And the spell it casts is Veil of Dreams. So I'll just go ahead and it's in the common loot as an unusual lamp. I have identified it now. And Veil of Dreams, if you're curious, is a spell the witches have cast on you. And it does... Where is it? Why isn't it there? I feel like I'm losing my mind. There it is. There we go. Pow. So essentially, it's a magic item that casts that spell. But Puck, you believe that it is a consumable type item. There are like charges to it. You believe after a while the smoke will be gone if you use it.
Next room, more
murder.
more small guys, or look for something bigger. Probably next room.
I don't want things coming
Leave
behind
none
you.
alive.
Yeah. That's
I do like your idea of the lamp. It looks like we have a better position if they have to come out single file. So they can get us stuck in single file since they are awake at this moment. But at the same time, if they have any kind of things to improve their combat chances, aka buff, then chance to buff up first.
Wardens will do the axe trick.
I just realized I put that in the private GM chat. So that's the spell that it puts on people. Apologize. I thought you could see that. I just realized you couldn't. That is the spell that the lamp will do.
Okay.
We could make the sounds combat out here and try to draw them out that way.
You have to pull Puck out of the wall, I think, Joe.
Oh. I thought you were talking roleplay wise, as if you were like in a crevasse.
No. Yes, no.
You guys are gonna have to pull Puck out of the wall. He's found a really good spot. He's just really comfortable in there. Alright. And Lynn is behind you, but being cautious about it.
Disguise voice, or go in.
In.
Puck, behind me.
Want to rush
Okay.
into the room?
Grudgingly moves back.
Remember, your hand, I'm Shears. You tell me it'll be done.
I actually open the door for you.
yeah. Let's go in.
Sprint in. I'll pop the door open and keep out of the way so you guys get by.
Okay. So we're doing the same thing as before. Alright, let me
It worked last time.
It did.
Never
It
full
did seem
time.
to work last time. So yeah, so I'll go ahead and toss people in combat.
Can we do? Is there any way to identify the number of people in the room based on what he's hearing?
What he rolled before was not good enough. No, so he heard
Okay.
he heard voices, but he heard 2 voices last time. But he can't get any better than that.
Gotcha.
I rolled initiative.
Did you want to show us initiatives for the creature?
Well, yeah, because you're going to open you throw the door open. Because basically the first round is Mendax going first. Looks like you won anyway, to be fair. But yeah, so you throw the door open and bam, you see there is a witch and a warden there. The witch is at a table and the warden is watching her. And as you throw open the door, the warden immediately turns to you, and you get to go. So you spend one action throwing open the door.
Dun, 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 dun,
And yeah, I do have music.
dun,
I do. You have music.
dun.
So what are you gonna do, Mendax?
Stupid things. I think I lose 5 feet when I tumble through.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain, I think.
So
Is it? Tumbling through a
it was
door?
25. So
Huh.
his space costs 2, so it's 5, 10, 20, 25 to behind him.
Yeah, I think you got it. Yeah. You gotta acrobatics through him though.
Yep. I'm playing this up for you to show you.
And what is the DC you go against? His what?
Hold on, I'll show you. There it is.
Alright. Oh, cool.
part of it. That's part of the tumble behind.
Tumble through acrobatics against the reflex DC. So roll acrobatics. You have done it.
Do action.
What's up? That was 2 actions. Yeah, throwing the door open and that. Yeah,
So I have 1 action left.
correct.
Since I tumbled through Witch Ward, he's now considered flat-footed.
The foe whose space you pass through is flat-footed against your next attack. He is, yeah.
Times.
Also, he has an active. You're a rogue. I think you get a bonus for that, just
I think I
because.
do that also.
That is a hit because he's flat-footed. So you watch as he literally looks between his legs as you go through him, and he reaches for his shield, but you're behind him. He's not even looking in the right direction as you lay the blade in. And he is hit.
Alright.
That's all 3. Book.
That is all 3 of my actions.
Charges into the room.
Ah!
And let's see, could I do that instead? I mean, I couldn't see.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's a
yeah,
single
so,
move.
I mean-
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, good deal. And we'll.
Oh, if you're shearsing,
Stab,
here you're
stab,
flanking
too.
if you want to be flanking. Not that it doesn't really matter with the 25.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, it's actually a crit if you flank with the 25. Yeah. So actually, it does matter. It's like you critically succeed.
Giggity.
This is great. This is great for Puck. Puck's having a good time. So that was 2 actions. That was a move and an attack. You get another action.
Always be stabbing.
That is a regular.
Make
hit.
room.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Awesome.
Ook. Ook is doing it. He's shearsing it up. Got regular damage. Alright. And that's his turn. Even, you watch as Puck runs past you and shears the guy twice. Once in the face, and then once in the chest.
Yeah, despite your
Yeah,
Yes.
you're the shears. You're the shears. Ah!
I'll move there. I'll rage.
Man.
Let's do some biting.
Do it.
And I guess we'll bite the witch warden.
Why not? Everybody else is doing it. That's a hit. Jesus. Okay, yeah. He's dead.
It's very average damage, sir.
I
Average.
apologize. Well, I mean, to me, it's astounding. You got another action, yeah?
No,
Oh, no,
I
you
raged.
raged. Yeah, apologies. I forget the rage is an action. Okay. Witch Acolyte 3 goes and does not like anything at all. So she shouts in a language you don't understand and moves back to here. Nobody has attacks opportunities that I'm aware of. Yeah, is that true?
Correct.
Alright, and then she will cast a spell from there. She has 2 actions. And she will try to entangle y'all. So she nails you all. I don't have the art. I could get the animated thing, but she's going to nail everybody in that doorway. I'll get it in a second. And I need to mash the button so you can see what you actually have to roll. Spells. Tangle. So go ahead and roll that reflex save as I go for...
Very nice.
And so good, it helps somebody else, right?
So each round the creature starts, you attempt a reflex save. Okay. So every round we'd make one.
Yeah, so.
Interesting.
And you watch as. And again, these are not vines, as the spell usually is. You watch as these inky black hairs reach up out of the ground. And they're not the ethereal dream hairs as before. They are just dark black hairs reaching up out of the ground at everybody. And Puck and Mendax, you're fine, but even you are. I think you're entangled, right? You're immobilized for one round.
Yeah.
You can drag it onto you, I think, right? Yeah, cool. And
It's a regular failure. I'm not immobilized.
oh, apologies. Take that off then.
Just a -10 circumstance, and it's difficult terrain.
Apologies.
So
Good call.
yeah,
All right.
fine.
It's
I get
difficult
that.
terrain to everybody, though. But yes, correct.
Yeah.
So that's what she does. She casts that with two actions, and she's done. And then someone comes out of that doorway up there, and you watch as. I can make her visible now. That'd be great. That'd be cool. You watch as this person comes into the doorway. She'll come out of the doorway. Why not? And she looks like this. She looks elf-like to you in that she has the pointy ears of an elf, but something is wrong. Her face and the angles of it are too angular. It's not right. And she has the same monochromatic skin tone as the other witches you fought, and the same glowing orange eyes. But she has a darker skin tone than most of the ones you've seen. And she walks out, and she sees you all there, and she is going to throw a bomb at even. 19 will hit you. I think, unless you have
Didn't raise my shield.
what?
Didn't raise my shield.
Ah, okay. And she nails you with a bottled lightning.
Oh, nice.
So you take 2d6 electricity damage.
And flat-footed. Okay.
Roll 2d6. Alright, so damage. Yeah, and you're flat-footed until the start of your next. Oh, the witch's next turn. Whatever, the chemist next turn. Alright. That was one, and she's got another action. Does she throw another bomb? I mean, I guess why not, right? We're here.
Do I take splash damage from that?
Oh, you do. Yeah, it does. You're right. I think it's just. Yeah, it's 2 splash
Just
damage.
2 points. Two electric,
Yeah,
two
so both,
electric
Mendax
damages
and Puck
splash
both take
damage.
2. That's right. Thank you. It's hard to remember everything.
Do I resist that? No, right?
It's not physical damage.
It's
Yours is only
electric
physical,
damage.
correct.
Yeah.
So she does that, and then she's going to do that again, because apparently seeing it splash everybody, she's going to attack even again with a bomb, and she misses that time. So then everybody takes regular splash damage, and she was throwing fire that time. So everybody takes 1 fire splash damage.
Okay.
I'll just-
All right, and she's done.
Joe,
Yep.
Joe, you didn't damage me for the bottled lightning.
He did. It just took away your temporary.
Temper. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it did.
I'll zip it.
It did. Yeah.
So
I saw
Franco,
it do it.
you've watched all your friends are now wrapped up in these black hairs.
Yeah. Fun times. Does Franco see anything like on the ceiling of the room that he feels like he could potentially try to hook onto with a grappling hook?
Yeah. Let's say we'll make a perception check. We'll see what you see.
Okay.
Yeah, you see some rocks that you believe would be capable of grappling on the ceiling, but nothing,
Alright, so
nothing
he's gonna-
hanging around. You think it'd be difficult to do a grappling hook swing on them, but you see some rocks that you believe would work.
Cool. That's good enough for me. So I guess I'll do this. Basically, I want to hook it, get a running start, and kind of just try to, swing myself over the rough terrain on the other side.
Okay, sure. So roll a secret star knife roll, because that's how we do grappling hooks,
Right.
basically.
Okay.
Because you don't know how good the grappling hook is.
I think this is the one I want. Hopefully that works.
That is correct.
Yeah, that works. I have no idea what that was. All right.
Yep.
So then, yeah, basically, what should I do? Just do an acrobatics check then for the swing,
Yep.
or
Acrobatics is fine, sure.
okay?
Yeah, that is extremely good, and your grapple hook holds. So how far you want to just basically move to the other side of it?
That's like trying to go glide over the
Yeah.
over the floor. Yeah.
Sure. I'll say that it takes 2 actions to do that, to do the grappling hook and the slide over. So you're there and you have 1
Sure.
action.
Do I get any panache for the?
Yes, that is
The
hella
flares,
crazy.
okay.
So yes.
Okay. So then, yeah, let's do a finisher on the Witch Acolyte 3
All right.
there with this guy.
That is a miss.
Let's re-roll that.
Why not? It's 11:30.
Yeah. Let's try that again.
That is a hit.
Cool.
Yep. She's very injured from that, but still standing.
That's all I got.
That's all your whole
Speaking
turn.
of awesome stuff, Joe, hero point for Puck for the run in and double stab, despite instruction.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm down with that. Yes. Again, please call that out because I am absolutely terrible at giving out hero points. So yes, if you see someone
Thank
else doing something great, please announce it. And yes, Puck, you can have one for being Puck. Ah! And also, you're critting. Like half the time, you're critting with your shears.
That
So
was beautiful.
we're back to Mendax now
I think I could do a double move to here.
because it's rough terrain. You had a double move. Yeah,
Just
sure.
to see if I'm successful. Getting to that.
You gotta tumble through her. That's another.
You were successful on the save, weren't you? Is it still rough?
It's still rough terrain, but he's not
Gotcha.
immobilized or
But
whatever
it
else.
costs
It
me an
is.
extra move to go through that
Correct.
first bear one.
Yeah, but you still need an athletics check, or sorry, acrobatics to tumble through her. That is a success. You're very good at that. Imagine that.
My better estimates. All right, that's 2 moves to get there, and I've got one action left. I'm going to strike with flanking.
Yeah, that is correct. That's a hit. Regular hit. She's still standing. And she looks back at you, frustrated that you were able to get back. And you watch as her eyes dart at you, and then also at the scroll that is on this table here. She seems gravely concerned that you are behind her at the moment. Is that your whole turn, or do you have another action? You double
That is
move
all
her.
3. It took me two moves to actually get to that position.
Puck.
It's difficult terrain, but you're not slow, so you can just you just take double.
Each
as
square
many
is
to-
5 feet extra, so it's 10 feet per square. So, yeah, that's a 20-foot move right there. 30 foot to get to there. Yeah, so it'll take you a double. If you want to get completely out of it, it's double. If you end in it, you need to save again against the spell or be entangled and whatnot. So if you want to get all the way out, you need to spend, I think, 2 actions. Correct.
But you can get to the acolyte and the lady and kill one of them.
Yeah, you do believe it. If you got on this bookcase, you do believe you'd be able to be free of it too. But it's 2 moves no matter how you shake it, I'm pretty sure. Pook is over there on the bookcase. What are you doing on the bookcase? Are you muted? I think you've been muted this whole time. I don't know if you've been talking. I think it was a goddammit. He's divine lancing. That's what you want to do?
You're still muted, dude.
Yeah, you're still muted, but that is a critical hit with a spell attack.
All right, we will lance the witch alkalite
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a critical hit then. Yes.
and remove her face.
Her face.
Hopefully.
Take their face off.
Hope it didn't
Yeah.
miss Puck casting the spell.
Yeah, the chemist doesn't seem to react to that. She doesn't have that feat. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, you have destroyed the face of the witch acolyte, and that was a
Pretty good. That's it for me.
yeah. All right. And even, you are slowed. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a 15-foot move,
Okay.
and each one is still difficult terrain, so I can move 5 feet per action.
Very awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, so I'll move 10 feet and bite, and then I'll save again next turn.
Isn't someone there? Oh no. Okay. Well, that was dumb. Yeah. There was a brazier there.
A brassiere.
There was a
yes.
brazier there. You stepped on a brazier. Shit, dog. Oh, I forgot. All these critical hits, we should have been using the crit deck. Yeah, this would have been way worse. I forgot, because it only on the natural 20s does it automatically happen. So you're using a... is your bite... It's piercing, yeah?
Piercing, yeah.
Normal
So
damage.
normal damage.
The target triggers reactions as if it used a move action. That doesn't really help you. It's also flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
Yeah.
That's
rather,
okay. But it goes next, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I'd rather normal crit damage, but that's okay.
Fair enough.
We'll do some bite damage.
Yeah. Get a bite on the... Jesus.
It's still
That's
a big
that's
chunk.
normal damage now. Mr. Hand Wraps over here. That's your whole turn, yeah?
She's flat-footed until my next turn. Yeah, that's my whole turn.
That's correct. Until your next turn.
Right? That's what it says, right?
Until
Until
its
the end
next
of
turn.
Its next turn. Excuse me.
So,
never
and it
mind.
goes next. So yeah, so basically you're the only one who benefits from that, sadly. It goes, and it is not happy. And it is surrounded, and it has no plan for that.
Run through the entanglement. That you got it.
I don't think it does got it. And I think it's going to try to tumble past Mendax, and it's probably going to fail, but I'm doing it anyway. it critically fails, and I think you fall prone when you critically fail. I'm going to go with that, because I'm not going to look it up in a moment. Yeah, so you watch as, again, it looks back at Mendax, even as even is biting it. It's looking back at you, Mendax, and back at that scroll as if something is, like, it shouldn't let you have it. So you watch as it tries to tumble past you, Mendax, as you tumble past her, and she just slams into you, and you kind of leverage the door to get, no! And you kind of just smack her down on the ground. And she collapses in front of everybody, and then uses her second action to stand up. And then she's going to throw a bomb at you while surrounded, because she's got no other options. She's going to throw a acid flask at you, Mr. Mendax. I gotta throw it first. Oh, good, nimble dodge. Oh, a critical hit. Oh, absolutely fantastic. So let's see what the critical hit deck says. It's a bomber spell, so the target can't activate magic items, cast spells, or use quick alchemy to the next turn. So she hits you so hard that you're stunned from using magic. Magical thwart is what it's called. Yes, I don't know.
Stunned. I thought I was a magic person, and I can't.
Exactly. Yeah, utterly
Hit me
fantastic.
really hard.
But it does do double damage. So yeah. So so acid flask is 4d6. Roll 4d6.
You're fine.
Why are you making a sailing check? What's happening?
I didn't hit anything.
Did I do
didn't
that?
touch anything.
Did I do that?
I didn't touch anything. I don't know how that happened. I had nothing
And
up.
that's
My hands-
persistent damage, so you need to make a save at the end of your turn anyway. And that's it. So that's her whole turn. That's all she did.
Does she get splashed?
She
With any
does.
of the-
She does, but she is immune to the 2 splash damage she would take.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yes. All right, so Franco,
Okay.
you get to go.
Yeah.
He's no longer prone. Let me take that off.
Yeah. Well, I guess let's start by taunting her.
Okay.
So he'll just kind of kind of clumsily throw bombs around.
Yeah, she is intimidated. She is frightened of.
Cool. That'll give me a nice little finisher to go with next then.
Right.
So we're gonna do this guy.
That is a hell of a hit. With a flank, that is a crit.
My dog. I love it.
These guys. Shit. All right. Yeah, she dead. Go ahead. Describe what you do.
I guess he'll just kind of stab up, but in a way that also kind of knocks the flask that she's holding in her hand into her own face, splash the acid into her face.
Fantastic. Yeah. And you do that. And she dies. So yeah, so you scratch her cheek and also catch her acid splash, and you watch as it hits her face, and even though she was, resistant to it, you watch as it begins melting off the flesh of her face, and she begins shrieking and shouting in a language you don't understand, and collapses to the ground, grabbing her face, which is melting off as she falls to the ground.
What kind of check would it take to try to figure out what this language is?
Sorry?
Understand the language, but just to figure out what it might be.
society. It is a society check, and people have failed it previously. I don't remember if you were one of those people, but you can try a society check now because I can't.
Society, I'm probably.
And what am I doing? You're also still covered in acid, Mendax. You need to roll some flat checks too. Roll a d20. Yes.
Does Mendax go before me?
I cleared initiative. I forget, but I think no. I think
I
he
was
stabbed.
actually next.
Yeah, I think. You
Yeah,
stabbed
it was
first.
Mendax, then me.
Okay. I was just gonna say even would likely have water on him and start pouring water all over you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll since combat's done, I'll allow that, and you get a bonus to the save index. You need to roll a flat check.
Just a D20.
Yeah, just a d20, yeah, with no bonuses. You're really quiet, by the way. Every once in a while, I don't know why, you get very quiet.
Tends to move my headset the wrong way.
Ah.
Just the D20 you said?
Yeah, d20, and even gives you a little bonus from splashing water all over you. Yeah, you're good. So within the first round, with even throwing water on you and you being able to kind of brush it off, you get the most of the acid off. She had it way worse than you did. And yeah, and those vines, those hairy vines are all gone as well. I'll get rid of those.
Oh, this man. Hey, Puck, there's a magic looking scroll thing in here. You would be interested.
Yeah, we'll examine the scroll that was such a point of concern for Witchy Lady, or is that in here?
The scroll's up there. It's at the desk in the room she was in.
Yeah, we'll do our usual sniff at the door.
The scroll is magical. It's not a you get the feeling that it's not a powerful magic. Like, you don't believe it's like a magic scroll that you can cast spells from, but you get this sense of divine energy from it. And what language? Common and Goblin. You always speak Common and Goblin.
Does it feel like the white, or does it feel different? Like, am I inclined to destroy this?
You are not inclined to destroy this. As you approach it, you have this sense of gravity around you. Like, this feels serious as you approach it.
This is the thing.
This feels very serious. And the way that it's not just a regular scroll in a tube. Like, as you can see right there, like, there's a big golden, very not bejeweled,
yeah,
it's called, like very filigreed, very, ornate is the word I'm looking for. Scroll case that it rolls out from, and this feels very old and very important to you, and it's in a language that you do not understand.
Yeah, Puck will take the scroll.
Checking everybody's languages. Yeah, none of you speak it. You can make a society check to know what language it is, but yeah, so you walk up to it, and you want to eyeball it before you roll it up.
I was gonna say, are you gonna show it to all of us?
Yeah, sure.
Yep, you can make society checks.
I don't get a bonus, but let me see if no, it's worse.
Even in Franco, you are both certain that this is celestial. This was written by angels or things of that nature. It's the language of it, at least. And I'll add that to Puck's sheet. I'll just add it to your character real quick. I don't know an actual item for it yet, so I'll do that. The chemist had a bunch of flasks of acid, which stop working when she dies, because that's how alchemist stuff works. But she does have, Puck, if you hover your magic thing, he's a magical dagger and a suit of magical armor. And she is wearing a necklace which is radiating magic. And she has some potions on her and a stone. Can I just give you permission? That would be easy. Whatever. Like, yeah, let's see if I give you permission to this token. I don't think I can. Just like token. No, it doesn't work like that. Alright. So yeah, real quick, it's a +1 dagger, a +1 suit of leather armor. The ornate scroll case, which I'll drag onto Puck's thing real quick. The lab in this area is a alchemist lab that you believe if you spend the time to pack it all up, you can have a functioning alchemist lab. And she has Lynn's satchel in her office over here. So you find Lynn's satchel.
Nice.
And she has 2 potions, an elixir of life minor and lesser, so she's got one of the better ones. I guess you haven't had minors. Yes. The lesser is the better one. So yeah, so I'll put this all on the regular PC loot sheet. You can steal it. So if I click on all these people, that, and the warden which you brutally murdered, and I get just like tokens. Boom, boom, boom.
Mendax, puck, potions.
Yep. So everything's on the common loot thing. And how much time we have left? 20 minutes. I have to go to the bathroom again because I drank way too much beer. But go ahead and look at the loot, and if you want to go to the bathroom real quick too, you can. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna use the minor.
Do it.
Bro. I did. I rolled a 6. Gave me.
Yeah.
Who else, if anybody, uses? I imagine others wear leather armor as well. Yeah.
I wear leather.
Because somebody should take the +1 leather armor.
Definitely.
You have pucks. The only one who wears leather, then pucks on it.
I mean, I do also. I imagine Mendax probably does too.
Strangely, I wear explorer's clothing
Hmm.
because you can enchant it, but it doesn't give me a penalty to my
Tumble.
checks.
Hmm.
Nice. So you should put it on Franco just because you're standing in front.
You are
of the
more
wall.
likely to be, yes, in front of the people hitting.
You know, if Puck starts listening, you'll be more likely.
Fair enough.
And I'm sure that Evan's abusing you during this time about like you're going to get killed. Who's going to do this if you're not here?
So is there a difference between a dagger +1 and these daggers that does double damage? Is that a certain kind of?
Striking rune. Yeah. So
Yes,
the
yes.
+1.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's called a potency rune, is +1 to hit. And a +1 striking dagger is the extra dice. So this is not that. It's a +1 to hit dagger.
Still pretty cool.
Agreed.
So the minor potion got used. Mendax, do you want to use one?
And that was on Puck.
How's our time doing? On how long are we going to press forward into the dungeon?
Are you talking about actual real world time?
Nope, I'm talking the 10 minutes it takes to heal somebody with a check,
Ah,
as opposed to pressing forward rather than using potion.
that's up to y'all.
Puck. Keep moving. Stop and heal.
I'm not sure if he's there. I see the
yeah,
Cosmos. I don't know if he stepped away physically.
It's rather if he can heal. It depends how long we set aside, because we know there are others left that will be coming back at some time.
Well, and we have Lynn too. So
That's true. We do have 2
Was-
healers. That's
is
actually
Lynn-
helps a lot.
does Lynn think she could do any healing? Even will basically pull her aside, hand her satchel, and be like, "Can you still use this?"
Yeah, and seeing the satchel, she's really excited. And as you hand it to her, you watch as she begins moving with more thought and purpose. Like, she was very much out of it after you had rescued her, and just seeing her things, seeing her items, she begins like looking through it and is moving with more of a consciousness, I guess is the word I'd say. She's moving more willfully.
Does she have any extra abilities as a healer, or is she just the basic? She can just do the whatever it is, 1d8 or whatever it is.
All she has done so far has been the medicine-based checks, but she was fairly good at it in the past. She's helped
Okay.
you in the past. But she is not a magical healer.
Drink. I have 2. Drink the potions. See if we need to stop.
Okay, so you're going to hand him your 2 potions? Go ahead and you can roll them.
Yeah.
We could do it the other way around. We could do the 10 minutes of I can hold the potion. If something bad happens, I can chug it real quick, and we could take 2 heal checks. He's healing.
Franco,
Yeah.
let's see. Taking time seems bad to me.
Fair enough. That's
What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had trouble with anything. We should just keep powering through.
all right. Then I'll drink 1 potion. Then. What is it? A D6 or something?
D6, yeah.
A modifier to it, just D6.
D6, yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's got it, mark it off. If it's on your sheet, you
We'll
take
do
it
so.
off. Okay, Mendax, heal button. Bam. Go. Are you doing 2 or 1 or what?
I thought there was just one potion.
There's 2. There's 2. You can have them both if you want them.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, I'll take the second one.
Go for it. Do it.
Oh.
Boo,
Is that, a hero,
boo.
is that hero point? Is that hero point?
No, only D20s. So we've got like 50 minutes before midnight.
Can I drink a D20 potion then?
No, you're not drinking D20 potions. Does anybody have a hard stop at midnight, or can you play a little bit later?
If my kid doesn't wake up, I'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm happy to go a little bit later if we need.
Let's feel it out. See how it goes. All right.
Happy to give you another potion, Mendax. So I'll mark it off my own sheet.
All right, Mendax, roll another D6, buddy. Better this
Trust
time,
me.
though.
Can't be
All
worse.
right, there you go.
It is better.
It's about
Woohoo, I'm
average
feeling
now.
great.
Now that you average those all together, it's pretty good. All right, there you go.
Thank you kindly.
Okay, and where are you guys headed, and who's leading the way?
We gotta go up this time, right? We haven't gone this way.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Should be heading toward where that opening was if we're on the right track.
Right.
The statues coming, we'll be able to see.
I'll
Yeah.
inspect the statues so they know what to look for the trap.
That's true.
If it's pressure plates.
Yeah, so let's move carefully.
I'm gonna assume the pressure plates, even though the statue's facing one way, I'm gonna assume the pressure plates are probably up this hallway.
Joe, was there anything good in that room? Is that like a body on that? Oh, that's a bed.
That's a bed. It looks like a body the way the arms are, but like it's just a blanket on a bed.
But there's like a skeleton with a hammer and stuff like that. This is all just decoration.
Yeah, that's decoration. That's not really.
Okay. Okay. I assume there's nothing. That's why I just want to ask before we leave. Yeah.
Correct.
Similarly, nothing important written on in the book.
The scroll is in Celestial. Oh, in that book, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about the library later. We don't need to do it now, but yeah, there's a lot of alchemical stuff in that library.
Okay. Yeah, we'll snatch it up on the way out. 'cause when we can-
Okay, so Mendax, you're walking up, and you begin examining the statues. You and Franco both take a look at the
Floor,
statues.
preferably. I'd rather look at the floor than the statue.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Or the pressure
You're
plates.
looking.
again.
You're looking for pressure
Bigger,
plates and
that's what I
obviously
saw
buried
last time.
things. And you do find one. So you do see one. It starts here, and goes to about this rock. So you do see a pressure plate in the floor, and I guess I could draw it real quick with just like a. There's a pressure plate like that.
Get one of the barrels and roll it on.
Could also try to disarm the trap and try to collect the acid.
Old smart.
See if, yeah.
I have the last one to get an idea what it is.
Yeah, if you want to try, you can come up to it.
Try to come to that position.
Sure.
No risk.
All risk. Yeah, that's good
Is that
enough.
the right
because,
check, by the
because yeah, I think 3 is the correct one. Yeah, so you get up to it, and you're very careful to avoid the plate, and you look near the mouth of this thing, and you know where the venom comes from, or the poison comes from, and you do believe that with a little, you take out like a little hammer and you kind of hit the statues under the mouth. You believe you can drain the poison, and with a thievery roll that good, you do. So you have a vial, I assume.
We've been drinking potions like mad. So
A lot of it
Fair
was.
enough. Yeah.
Whole lot of it doing.
So yeah, so
I'll
you've
try
got
the
a little,
same thing on the next one also.
you've got a little vial of poison. Yes. And there's no poison in this one. It was only in the one.
Okay.
So you walk over to the one and find it empty.
who can throw flasks?
Fun bar.
Anybody can.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because the acid flasks are pretty reasonable. The moderates.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all very nice.
Maybe Puck.
You want to hold a flask of poison?
So, but
I'll
like
take
the
it.
alchemist fire
Keep
bottle.
it next to my lightning.
Yeah.
What?
The bottle lightning, all the common stuff are all good in the common loot.
Okay, cross off
Yeah,
it says healing potion and then write acid instead.
Acid potion. Don't drink.
It says healing. I forgot to erase that part. My bad.
It's in the healing label potion. Why did this hurt so bad? All right. Yeah. So you see a doorway up here at the end of the stairs.
Go listen. ear to the door.
Sure.
Dun, dun, dun.
Toss me a perception check. From there, you do hear talking of at least 3 people. And you hear a whimpering, too, like a sobbing. Like someone's talking, and someone else is sobbing and responding.
Okay. So Franco would gesture back to the group and, put up the number 3 and then also, kind of like do a little
Smiling, crying.
do a little yeah, exactly.
Point to myself and me open the door.
Yeah. So let's do our usual deal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing the same sort of thing where Mendax is the door opener. All right.
It ain't broke.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, right? It seems like that's how it's working.
Oh. Something did something because stuff revealed. I don't know if that's me that did that or
What
what.
revealed what? I don't see anything
I can
revealed.
see some of the room.
What room?
I don't know if that's
What room?
the room up above. I can see some of the room.
Okay, I can't.
I can't see. I can't. See, there's nothing. There's nothing on there. I can just see like the horseshoe.
Fair
If
enough.
that makes sense.
Fair enough. That makes sense. Yeah. So Mendax again. Everybody delays for Mendax to go first.
How close can I get? Where? Like, can I get up closer to the door, or where am I?
Yeah, if you want to be there, I'll let you be there. Sure.
Yeah, whatever. Wherever I can be.
All right. So Mendax, throw open the door. You see another one of those fucking statues. What do you want to do, Mendax? I think you're muted.
Yeah.
It's moving in though.
I am, but I have no idea how I muted it. But either way, yeah, I'm gonna tumble across in front of the statue just in case it does try to shoot acid at me.
All right. You tumble under the statue, and you get to there and toss me a perception. Oh, okay, acrobatic. Yeah. So you definitely tumble under it, and nothing happens. It doesn't spit, and you don't get hit by it, obviously. And you turn, and you see a woman surrounded by like charcoal flames underneath her, standing in front of an altar with a bunch of books on it and a heart. A large heart, larger than a normal human's heart. And she is chained to the altar. And she looks at you in disbelief as you tumble into the room. And she whispers, she says, "Help! Help! They're right behind me." And you can see behind her a witch acolyte and a green-skinned large woman.
Is that like a fire pit? That horseshoe? Is that what you're saying that was?
Yeah, it's charcoals, and it's not like magical fire, but there's fire inside of it, yes. And this woman is chained to the altar in front of it.
So just making it very unpleasant for her.
Yes, she is very obviously suffering and seems emaciated in the same way as what's her name was? Lynn was. And Mendax, make a perception check real quick, buddy.
I will look back to the guys, hoping they can see me. I'll signal 3. 3, 2, bad, 1, good.
We'll say even can see, even though he can't on the map, but we'll say he can. So make a perception check, Mr. Mendax. Very good.
Nice.
The chained woman
bad.
has the same spider bites on her arms as Lynn does.
third
do.
action then.
Good hit, bro.
3 actions.
Can move there and do what?
Third action. That's it. That's
Oh,
3
okay.
actions. Door move.
Fair. So the chained woman, she pulls against her chains as if to show you that she is chained to the altar, and she does her best not to look at you because she can sense that you're trying to be hidden. But you can hear her whisper like help, help! Like she desperately wants to get away from this, and she's in tattered cloth robes. Even.
Even is going to take after what Mendax said. And can I hop over? I'm not sure how I can negotiate this.
Over the fire?
No, over the, I don't want to get acided in the face.
You can acrobatics through it. What, are you trying to ask how you can use athletics?
He saw me go over. Did I hit enough of the? If there was a pressure plate there, did I hit it, or did I literally just leap and do?
No,
a tumble
you. I assumed you tumbled under it, and
under
nothing
it?
spat
Leap
out when you
over-
tumbled
Did I
under
leap
it.
over that spot, or did I? Was I tumble all the
No,
way through?
you
Nothing, but
tumbled. As far as I'm concerned, you
so
tumbled.
I did
You-
want to hit the pressure plate if there was one in front of it. Then
Correct. Yeah, you were trying
Okay,
to do that.
nothing
I think,
went.
yeah.
Nothing went off.
Nothing went off. Correct.
Okay,
Can
even
I
should have
take
saw
a
that.
s-
He
Can
was
I
behind
take a
me.
s- Can I take a sack and throw it over the thing's head?
Yeah, sure. I'll use an action to do that. Sure.
So he takes a sack, throws it over the thing's head, and I don't know. I guess does he even think that holding the sack in place is necessary to like get everybody in, or would I just continue on?
No, you think if you did that, it would just drip in front of it. You don't think it's forceful enough to knock a sack off its head. No.
Okay, so that's 2 actions, and Ethan will sneak for his third.
All right, good move. And Franco, you're up.
Sneak.
Make a stealth check, and Franco is up after that.
So I will signal to even that there's 2 on the other side. To say around the corner.
I can't get the Mendax.
I think watching even sneak, Franco will do the same, feeling like we have probably not given ourselves away yet. So half speed.
That.
Yes, half speed movement is correct. Very good.
Okay, so let's see. So I can go. Oops. So that's 2 moves.
All right.
So yeah, I'll tuck myself in here and I'll do a oops. Do a stealth roll.
All right. Let's puck it out. Hey, go, Puck. We love you.
Joe,
Yeah.
I would nominate Mendax for his chicanery with the trap for a hero point, or myself for the sack trick.
Well, give it to Mendax then. I don't like you nominating yourself. I don't want to make that a habit. So yeah, Mendax, you can have
Mendax will nominate even for that really cool sack trick that he just pulled off.
Mendax can have it for tumbling through and setting it off.
I thought the
purposely.
collecting was cool too.
Yeah.
And also, who are the 5 greatest barbarians of all time?
even.
Nero.
All right, is that all your moves, Franco? Is that everything you can do?
Yeah, that's everything.
All
Yeah,
right.
a nice stealth. Yeah.
So Leona goes, and I'm gonna have her roll something secretly. Is she here? She continues stirring a pot over here. This is a cauldron. Oh, you guys can't even see. Never mind. She continues doing what she's doing. Fuck.
Puck will make his way into the room. Doodaloo.
Doodaloo.
You're right.
You can from there. You can see that there is a witch acolyte over here at some sort of table.
She's too far to zap.
Hooray! And even is motioning to you to come to us.
Not like that matters.
Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm lagging out again.
My movements have been a little slow, but it'll happen, dude. It just takes a second.
Yeah. Come on, little feller.
Where do you want to be?
Bring me to hither.
On top of, like, Mendax is there.
Okay, well, I can't see because of
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah, Mendax is right underneath you.
Squoze into the bookshelf.
PF2E, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just raise a shield.
You have shield? Was it a spell? Or?
I have a yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
You.
All right, cool. All right. The witch acolyte goes, and did she notice anything? Is the question. Yeah, she knows what's going on.
Boo.
So she turns and she walks over to here to see what's going on. And she's going to cast a spell. She is going to cast the sleep spell. So sleep it's an area, right? It is a 5-foot burst. So I go to this, I go to burst, go 5 feet. I can get you guys in a 5-foot burst. So you all make a will save. Blam, Puck.
Yeah, in your face.
Even made it.
Is that not a win for Puck?
That is a failure, right? You're unconscious. You have a hero point? Oh, you're still
Fuck.
unconscious.
I've lost connection. It says
and
lost
Mendax.
connection. I clicked on it, but it says I lost connection. Did anything pop up for you?
No, I did not get anything, but
I'll try it
will-
again then. I
Okay.
did click once. I'll try it again.
Try again. Yeah, apologies. Mendax made it. So Puck falls asleep, but apparently you don't even fall down. You just stand up and are asleep, which is the weirdest fucking thing. Whatever. Whatever. So she did that, and she's done. Mendax.
Is she right here? Is this where she is?
Where's what is?
I can't get the thing to come up.
She's
One move.
very close to you. I'll send you a picture.
No, I got it now. I can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet up to this spot.
Slap Puck on your way by.
Right in the butt, just like you said. Slap in the butt.
You have to use an action to do that. Are you willing to waste an action to kick Puck on the way over?
I think she'll be dead by the
Can I
time.
try an acrobatics? Oh, that's going to cost me.
To do what? You
I
have
was
to.
going to ask if I could do an acrobatics as a to save
Well,
myself.
to wake somebody else up, you have to use the interact action. You have to actually use an action to guarantee they wake up.
It's no big deal, dude.
You can also
Do
just
what
make
you
a lot of
need
noise
to do.
for
If you need
free,
the
but
action,
it's a
do it.
chance then.
If you need the action, keep the action. Don't worry
I'm
about
just
it.
thinking, is there a chance that if I don't use an action, I can still wake him up?
Yes, you
As
can
long
basically
as
make
I-
a lot of noise as you run past him, and then he makes a perception check on his turn. But he could fail that, and then he'd still be asleep.
Yeah, I'll do that as I'm close to him. Make some noises.
Okay, so you make some noises as you run past them, but you don't take the
Yeah,
time to actually kick him. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I will do a strike.
Sure.
I guess I'm not flanking, am I? Yet?
No, you're not flanking with anybody. You didn't
Tumble
tumble through
through.
or anything, right?
Yeah, literally, it'd take 2 movements to do it then.
Mm.
I'm going to do a tumble through, because even if I don't, I can still get 1 attack. So I'll
Okay.
go ahead acrobatics through her.
Sure.
Take 2 actions.
All right. You succeed. Yeah.
And then I'll take one action with flanking.
That is a hit. She takes 2 damages. The chained woman goes, and she continues she actually begins thrashing against the chain, and you can tell that it's a fairly significant chain. She's not getting away from it. She's not getting out of it. And even
Franco, you have him.
Yeah.
Even will rage and run up and bite. Don't think I can. There's not enough space to flank, but he'll get up there and get a good bite.
sure.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, rage isn't coming up for me.
That's fine. Oh, it's not. Okay, let me try again.
Like my roll stuff isn't coming up, it's just laggy a little bit. There we go.
I'm sorry. I gotta figure out what the hell's going on with this.
Dude, it's not a big deal.
It's a
nothing
huge
you did.
deal. The biggest deal.
Oh, I just double raged myself, sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay. There you go. Go for it. Yeah, that is a critical hit.
Are we doing critical rolls?
What? Oh, yeah, so first I'll do the thumbs up. Good call. We forgot. Piercing is spun around. The target is flat-footed until the end of its next turn.
I don't know that it'll matter, but we'll see.
I like
Nope.
it. Next turn.
Nope. So it's all confused, and you just neck and shoulder.
Even comes up, like, gets her in the armpit here and just, like, thrashes her to the ground. And she's, like, the second she hits the ground, she's dead. Like, dead.
All right. So you and Mendax both see this green-skinned large woman is tending to a cauldron over here. She's stirring it rapidly. And was that your whole turn? You moved and raged.
Whole turn. Moved, rage, and bit.
All right, Franco.
So Franco will step over and slap Puck.
Okay.
Much obliged.
All right, you awake immediately. Yes, so you're no longer unconscious.
And then Franco will attempt to, I guess, jump. Or, well, how high up is this bookshelf?
I don't know. Let's say 5 feet high.
Okay, then he'll attempt to jump on top of it.
Okay. Athletics to jump.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah,
Wrong
acrobatics
button.
is tumbling, and athletics is jumping. You wrote the same about. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. There's enough handholds and stuff on the bookshelf to get up there.
So then he'll just get over to this area on the bookshelf over there, and
Yeah.
that's my turn.
Okay. And Leona Siltstew goes. And you are perhaps surprised as the chained woman next to you becomes Leona Siltstew. And as she does that, you plainly see that there was some sort of an illusory hag over there. So the chained woman thrashes against her things, and as she sees all of you moving that way, she begins to cackle. And she watches as the chained woman, the humanoid woman, becomes this horrible green hag who looks like this.
Ooh, he goblin hot though.
Goblin hot, goblin thought.
Yeah.
And as she does that, she begins laughing, and her cackle becomes like a hissing. And you watch as she emanates a horrible green vapor into that area. Can she not? She can get. Yeah, she can get Mendax in that from this corner. No, she can't. Can you not get Mendax? Gosh darn it.
I don't want to get him anyways.
Can that? Yeah, that one. Well, it doesn't get even if I get that one. All right, it's that. I can't make it better. That's unfortunate. So you watch as she expels these green vapors, and she gets Even and Franco in them. And you both have to make that. And before she does that, she's going to grab at Puck. So she watches as she begins doing that, and she also grabs Puck. She touches Puck, and then it exhales towards you. So you get no save against the touch Puck because she surprised you with it. But the miasma, everybody gets a will save. I believe it is. Confirm it. Come on. There you go. Yes. Everybody can click on that fortitude button. But Puck, you automatically fail because her thing. Yeah.
And good thing too, because I rolled a 1.
Yeah, it would have been even worse. Alright. Everybody has failed this check, so you are all enfeebled 1. Except for Mendax. So she laughs, she touches Puck with 1 action, she exhales enfeebling things with the other one. Is that... Let me confirm how many actions that is. 1. That's all of them. That's all her actions. She gets 3 actions. So that's what she does. She spends her first action coughing up smoke and touching you, Puck, and she's done. And then it's Puck's turn.
Well, I don't like that.
Use your magic.
Yeah, I'm seeing what I've got. So I'm at a level 2, so I can't hit her back with the that good hair vengeance. But it looks like this is probably going to be the thing.
Oh yeah, you're blasting her with that at close range. That is a miss. Do you have any other benefits?
No, 22. Brutal.
So you watch as it actually hits her shoulder and bounces off, and she turns to you. And as she sees you and your eyes, she says something to you in a foreign language. She says, "Fahar du yast med os." And you somehow understand it. She says, "What have you done to us?" She looks at you again and says, "Vi folder det eki. We do not feel it. Du har dest forsat. You still have it. Gi det till oss. Give it to us." And your shot misses, and you start shearsing and miss. That's your turn. The Witch Acolyte 4 is done. And you watch Franco as out of the pot that was being stirred by the illusory witch rises something absolutely horrendous. You watch as this thing begins writhing out of the pot, and it looks like this. It is just a pile of organs and other pieces of creatures. Some sort of carcass melange arises out of the pot and begins walking towards you. And it can move the whole thing, so it slides over to you and tries to smack you with its awful. Oh, and it crits. That's utterly fantastic. So first off, let's do the damage of that. That is not right. I have to look that up because it didn't roll right. Excellent. Everything's wonderful. But because it crits, and this is a... What kind of damage is it? It is magical damage. So bomber spell, normal damage, and the target is restrained using your class C as a... So you're grappled by it. It writhes around you, and you become grappled by it. And I'll figure out the damage in a second. What is it grappled? Is it grabbed? What's it called? Grabs. There it is. I'll figure out damage in a second. And you also need to make a reflex save. So let me... I think if I do this...
I think it's cried BRB.
Yeah, master button. You have critically succeeded, so you are fine. So it slaps you, and you are covered in sticky, slippery grease, and you are unaffected by it. And I will look up its damage while Mendax goes real quick. Are you muted, Mendax? Are you talking?
Nope, haven't talked yet.
Okay. It's 1d10 minus 1. Okay, I'll roll it.
Flank attack.
Yeah. And also 1d6 fire damage. It's also hot, so it scalds you as it touches you, Franco. Alright, so you get around it and then try to flank it.
Yeah, so 25 flanking.
That's a hit. And it doesn't have, despite being like ooze-like, it doesn't appear to have any like sneak attack problems or bonuses. So yeah, so it's gonna take that full damage. All right. Ow.
I think you damaged it instead of me with one of the things.
Did I? I did. Yes, you're right. Good call. Thank you. So I'll heal it for 4 and hurt you for 4. Apologies. Thank you.
Okay,
I greatly appreciate the help of managing everything.
Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to. I just want to peek for someone who does this. I might bot Mon.
Like Bon Mott. I'm gonna show this again just because I want to add it to my screen. Apologies if you had already closed it. Eh. Alright. You're gonna Bon Mott.
I might. If I succeed, where's your will save? Try to look at the stat. Oh, perception will save. Will save. My last action, I will bot Mon you.
Okay, and I make a will save, or you make a check against my will DC.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
Actually, let me
diplomacy
click
check.
up. Now that I'm going to do it, I'll actually click on the. And we can look at it together. Here we go. Diplomacy check.
Yeah, so roll
You
diplomacy
can't
against my
action
will.
to clear the status.
And are you hitting the Carcass Melange or the Witch?
No. Try on
The Hag.
The hag.
Alright, good.
Okay. Your allies are dead. You can't cope. Surrender is your only hope.
He's got poems. Alright, so
And
roll
then I
diplomacy.
will diplomacy check on you.
Yeah, go for it. And remember, you have a new hero point from even. You succeed!
Didn't pop up. I don't even see what it is.
You rolled a 26. You have
Okay.
succeeded. It's a regular success.
Regular 6. Hey, it just came up. All right, that's only a -2 then.
Okay.
You can use an action and fire a quip back at me and remove that -2 penalty.
Okay. I have to think of a quip now. I'm far too drunk for that to work.
Whether you want to or not, yeah.
I'm far too drunk to come up with
That's a
one.
good quip.
Also, she's not very charismatic, so I can role play that I was on purpose not doing one back. But the chained woman is now off initiative. That was an illusion. It's a thing. Even. And Jibo.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Good question. Okay. Question.
Yeah.
The heat from the coals is real?
Yes.
Seems real?
Yes.
I want to put her on the coals.
Okay.
How does the best thing to do that? Grab her by the hair and pull her in, wrestle her in, push her in, trip her in?
Yeah. You think tripping her wouldn't do it, but pushing her or grabbing her, basically making an athletics check against her fortitude DC would be the way to do it, yes.
So even we'll make an athletics check and try to get her into the coals. And he sort of, this rasping, horrible howl as he grabs her and tries to like grab her by the hair and just basically wrench her face into the coal.
Mm.
We'll see how we do.
Oh, one thing I should say, Joe, it only works if she can understand my language.
Oh, she does.
I figured she did, but I figured I'd mention
Plus one.
Yeah, you succeed. So yeah, so you managed to wrench her, I guess, away from Puck, or I guess just into the fire.
Whatever I have to do to get her into the coals.
Yeah,
whatever I need
we'll
to
say
do.
you knock her down from there, and you drag her into the coals, and yeah, she'll take fire damage. I'll go ahead and say 2d6. I was gonna say 1d6, but I'll say 2d6. You throw her down. Ah, damn. Yeah, and she takes 10 damage from the fire.
So she's
and
where
prone.
she's though?
Sorry, what?
She is where she is, though?
She is where she is, yeah. And she's not prone actually, because you wrestled her or whatever. You moved her. So yeah,
Yeah.
unless you want to move her up one, you can move her up one if you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, if I can move her up one off Puck, that's
Yeah.
that's ideal.
Get her away from Puck. Puck's doing the stabbing.
And I will. So I that's one, and
Yes.
I can do another action.
Yes, but that had the attack one, so you got to use your map
Right.
one. Your map penalty.
So even when does she go next?
After Franco.
Franco.
And Franco's
Yeah, it's you, then Franco, then her.
okay. Well then, even will. Even makes a quip about butchering, and about the meatiness of parts of her body, and it's very obscene and also horrifying because he's speaking in such detail that it's like he could butcher you to eat. He knows how to butcher and eat you. Like you guys have never heard him talk about butchering a humanoid. He's butchered a humanoid before, if you believe what he's saying.
Fair enough. That does not work.
Probably not, but that's okay.
She
And
assures
then
you
on
that she's butchered her share of humanoids as well. she
That's fine.
vividly describes things she has done to orcs and gnomes in the past week.
And I will just give her a bite and see if I can do something. Probably not.
No,
Nope.
that's not gonna do it.
Is she
All right.
speaking common to us then?
She continues speaking in this language you don't understand, but somehow your brains all understand it. She's talking.
And
in
she's
Mhm.
and I've got her grabbed.
this- I did that more as a push, but are you want to grapple
That's
her?
fine. No, that's fine. I'm checking so that I know where I stand,
Fair
where
enough,
she,
fair
what
enough,
she's.
yeah. You pushed her,
Perfect.
as far as I'm concerned. Yeah.
Totally fine.
All right, Franco.
What do I have to do to get out of the grapple?
You make an escape check. You can make athletics or acrobatics or an unarmed strike attack.
Probably this then.
You successfully do it, so you can now move freely. You spend one action to get out of it, and now you can do whatever you like.
All right. Let's see if this works before I say anything.
Who are you doing that on?
That's on the hag.
It does not work.
Okay, so it's smart. Turn around and poke at the carcass thing in front of him.
All right. That is a hit. For 3 damage, yeah. Right now.
That's all I got.
All right. Leona goes. She's toe-to-toe with Even now, and she's in fire, so she doesn't want to be in fire, so she's going to move. And I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to just claw at you, Even. Not a crit, but a regular hit. And she does damage. And you need to make another fortitude save, Even.
Oh, yeah.
You totally made it. Yes, you're fine. But you do take 13 damage. Wow. I guess that 8 was because you had the temporary hit
Yeah,
points.
the
So
temporary.
she moved. She did that. She can claw again. 31
Oh, it's
is
crit?
that is a crit. Yeah.
Did she take a multiple attack penalty? She did?
Yeah. Multiple
Oh,
attack
so
penalty
that-
minus 4. It's
that's-
agile because she's using her claws. So critical damage. 32 critical damages.
Oh.
There you go. There's the numbers. Even is in a very bad way. But she's done. Puck. Your friend Even just got mauled by the hag. Are you muted? I can't hear you.
There we go. Yeah, well, I was gonna set her on fire, but it seems like that's off the table. Let's do one of those with the
The 2-action one?
2-action,
Alright.
targeting Even.
And what level are you casting it at? First or second?
I am out of 2nd level spells, so
Alright, so
I can
first.
only cast that at first.
There you go. So you can mash the button and then we add 8 to it. So 12.
No, that button has failed us.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
terrible.
that's fine, dude.
That's
Oh,
average.
That's
no.
fine.
I Okay,
You have
didn't
one
show
more
up for
action.
me. Gosh, is it worth wasting the other spell? Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, I think it's we need to. Well, I can give him a potion also.
I don't know. You can't like pour a
Yeah.
potion in his mouth though in the middle of combat, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll just do a sad little. It was a 7.
That's another
Oh,
heal.
fine.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Fantastic.
All right.
The carcass goes, and it's going to focus on Franco, basically. So, uses... That's awful. Awful. Nimble Dodge still hit. I tie you. Oh, no, Nimble Dodge is +2. No, you're good. So, yeah, so it misses the first one. And it tries again. And a 20 is not good enough. And, it doesn't really have... What's this? I'm gonna mash it. Oh, there's an aura, apparently. A creature that enters or starts turning the aura may make a fortitude save. Okay, so we'll do that later. But I forgot until now. So on your turns, it'll start mattering. So it's going to try again and fail miserably. It crit fails to hit you, Franco. So I matched that button. It is melee. Bonk. You are stunned too. So on its next turn, it's only going to get one action.
Awesome.
And Mendax, you can go while I'm applying that.
All right, quick question on my Bloodseeker Beak. How long does it last for?
It's a one
damage?
thing.
So it's to do 8 points of up to 8 points of damage. It takes one of my actions.
It
Well, no,
doesn't
it-
take an action.
it's
It's
a
part of
reaction
a
or
successful
whatever.
attack.
Yeah,
It's a
when you
reaction?
when you
it's the empty one, isn't it? Okay.
yeah, when that happens, I think do you need to crit or just flank? I don't remember what it is, but you do it for
Depends.
free.
The sneak attack damage does an extra D4. If I can crit, it does another.
Yeah, and then the bleed lasts multiple turns if it doesn't stop bleeding. But now, because I forgot about this aura, apparently, you need to make a fortitude save. Make a fortitude save or be sickened because this thing stinks apparently.
Oh, the carcass.
The carcass, the carcass melange
Oh.
stinks of carcasses. Yeah, so you are sickened one.
I'm going to use a hero point.
Oh, to reroll that, go ahead. To be unsickened. You have. I'm pretty sure that's a success, right? Yes. So I'll undo your sickened. Correct.
Okay. I'll take my first attack on this guy.
Go for it. That's a hit. And you are flanking it. As far as I'm sure, it doesn't have any cool abilities. Stop it. So yeah, so it takes all 6 damage. That's 2 actions, right, or 1?
One action so far.
Okay. You go.
Take second attack at this one.
That's a crit.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. So go to roll your double damage, and this is a piercing weapon. The target is sickened 3. So you managed to sicken the sickening ooze.
It sickened me. Yeah, it sickened it.
Try to sicken me, I'll show you.
Alright, here's my critical damage.
That's kind of astounding. Sicken 3. Yeah, 17 damage will do it too, yeah. I think that actually kills it. So you watch as you stab it, and it begins retching, and just begins, it vomits, and you watch as like the liquid of the being exits it, and it becomes this desiccated husk of body parts and collapses.
Yeah, third action behind the hag.
Ba-boom! Behind the hag. Alright. Even.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna start biting.
Alright. Here I go biting again. That's a hit.
That's a poor roll. Wow,
Yeah. That's, yeah.
4 and a 1. Okay. Franco, you need room.
Franco shrugs.
Even will do the thing again and try to grab her hair.
Okay.
So I'll step like this and grab her hair and try to drag her back into the coal.
Sure. All right, make an athletics, and you have a -5 on it because of the attack penalty thing.
Yeah, right.
All right. And you do.
I want to grapple her, so that's a +1.
Oh, you want to grapple her? Okay, so you can't move. Her
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
grapple her.
I'm gonna grapple her and then drag her, so it's got a +1. But
Okay, yeah. So then, yeah, you successfully grappled her.
I'll drag her next round.
Okay. You can drag her next turn. So that was your whole turn. So Franco, you get to go. And while you're going, Franco, real quick, I just wanted to note something I should have noted a little bit earlier. So she's like, you can see the art of the hag there. She has like basically this horrible like leather cloak around her. She's actually dressed far fancier than that, which many of you believe is odd for hags. You see that she's draped in a gaudy, extravagant purple cloak with brilliant gems and a fur trim. And she has clutched in her left hand, though she hasn't done anything with it, a tall staff made of white wood, adorned with 2 entwined serpents and topped with a pair of wings. So she has this, and she keeps clutching it close to her body, and she's wearing this really extravagant cape, which totally clashes with all the other things you see on her. She's basically wearing like trash robes and this like this extremely gaudy cape and scepter.
Are there rolls we should make to see if we know?
Religion, if you like, and then it's your turn, Mr. Franco.
She is flat-footed and immobilized. Just
Yeah.
what grab does.
Yeah, Franco has no idea what these things are, but they are exceedingly fancy. And she's flat-footed and immobilized, as was said.
Okay. So yeah, let's do one of these again.
That one worked.
Okay.
So she's frightened.
So he'll, takes out the puppet. Abracadabra, let us to your trap. By now, I think you've learned that all your plans were crap. And he'll
You're on my face.
pop down. And let's do a little finisher on this.
All right.
You don't have to flank.
Ugh.
Did have to move. We didn't want.
Yeah, that's gonna be a miss. Ugh.
How about a hero point for that wonderful speech that Franco just gave?
None. Appreciate it though. That's it. You got another action or no?
Well, so I do. So I get whatever the finisher damage is.
Oh, that's right. Even when you miss, you get it right.
Yeah.
What is
So I forget what that. I think it's one. Well, I don't know. I always forget. Let me
It's
just
half the precision damage or something.
Yeah, it's something like that. This.
Confident finish your action. You deal half your precise strike damage. It's 2d6 finisher, so you deal half of it, right?
So 1d6 basically.
Roll 2d6 and we'll have it. Why not? Because
Okay.
I feel like that could be more than 1d6. All right, or not. Let's just take the 1. And then she goes, and she's grabbed by Even, so I'm pretty sure she wants to be ungrabbed by Even. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to athletics out of that. 17 is not good enough. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Can she claw you in this form while she's grabbed?
She's not. She's flat-footed and immobilized. She can't do them. If she doesn't manipulate, she has to succeed a DC5 check or loss.
Or attacks manipulates?
Attack is not a manipulate action, as far as I know.
Alright, so she's gonna try to claw you with her second after failing to escape and fail miserably, and then she is going to try one more last time. Yeah, so she claws, and she doesn't crit fail, but she tries to break away, and then she's clawing at you and failing to do so. Buck.
Let's see. We can move over here.
You're within sheer distance.
I am, but I can also set her on fire,
Okay.
which I don't have to hit her with.
Oh, okay.
But I can't move. I need to slide over to the right one so I don't torch even.
There you go.
Jibo hates witches.
Jibo hates witches. Good. That's a good intuition to have.
So we will.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Spray of stars.
Give her the goods there.
Sure. All right. So I make a reflex save. I made it.
Ooh.
So I take half damage.
So that is
roll damage, and I'm going to be dazzled for 1 round. It's still good damage, yeah. So I take half of that. Wow. All right.
and that's
Yeah, you moved and did that, so yeah, you're done. The carcass is dead. Mendax.
Is she still held?
She is still grappled. Yeah, he failed to thrash away and then started clawing it even ineffectively.
Right. Get crazy. Attack number 1.
Time to go nuts. That's a hit. She has so many debuffs on her that is a hit.
Not enough for a crit threat, I take it.
No crits, no. Regular.
Oh.
Damage, alright. That was 1 attack.
Yeah, attack number 2.
That is not a hit. You gonna do it for a third one? You going fishing for a third one?
No, I have one hero point still too.
Oh,
Contemplate.
I see.
So it was 16, no flank-footed bonus or anything?
Yeah, you'd still miss.
Okay. I am gonna do the last strike. I'm gonna save my hero point in case this.
Okay, fair enough. Go for the going fishing. That is a critical miss.
That's why we're gonna go ahead and use the hero point now.
Okay. Risky business, but okay. That is still a critical miss with a 9. So you fumble, and your melee is, if you're using a slashing weapon, you're not. You take 1d6 slash damage and 1 persistent bleed damage. Okay, so you're not, so that's fun. All right. You're done. Even.
Even's gonna drag her back into the fire.
Oh, yeah, okay. Another athletics check.
I don't know what you want to call it. Shove, pull, whatever.
It's fine. It's athletics versus her fortitude, I'll say. And it is what it is.
Doesn't that damage me, Joe?
What, your crit failure?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have you don't have a slash weapon. You have a piercing weapon, or is yours versatile slashing, or what?
Oh, good question.
I
It's
don't think rapier's
no, it's
versatile.
it's piercing finesse. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think it's slashing.
Not slashing also.
I don't think so. Let me know if it's not. It's a pokey weapon, not a slashy weapon. Unless I'm wrong. That's not good enough.
Okay, so not good enough with the frightened.
Yes, even with frightened, the flat-footed does not
Okay.
apply to fortitude saves. I'm pretty sure. So yes, correct.
Correct. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Just yeah.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
wrestle her and you watch as you drag her a little bit, but she manages to plant her feet and stop herself.
I'll
You
just
feel like you
try
were
to block
close.
her. Nope.
Nope. It's 2 actions.
So and I already tried doing. She's already frightened.
She's already frightened. Yes.
Um.
Wait, does that go away at the end of her turn, Franco, or until she hits you?
Until she tries to do something aggressive
Okay, so
towards me.
she still has a frightened one. Yes.
Yeah, I'm done. Not really anything else I can do
Franco.
reasonably.
I think I'm just gonna poke.
Poke, poke, poke. She's flat-footed. You're flanking. Not that it really matters. Oh, that's a hit. Yeah, I'll do it. Chibo.
Poke.
1. All right, that's 1 action.
Yeah. Terrible rolls.
Yeah.
I'll do another one, I guess.
Go for it. Go fishing. Got this. There you went fishing. You caught one. There you go. Critical hit. So the critical deck for this is the piercing weapon.
Piercing.
Triple damage, and the target is slowed 1 for 1 round. So go ahead and roll regular damage, and we'll triple it. Yeah.
That was a good time to Yahtzee that.
Yeah. She takes a huge 24 damage, and she is slowed 1. Come on.
I don't think I really have anything else I want to do. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that. It was a pretty good turn.
So she goes and is extremely not happy with being entangled and surrounded, and nothing is really working out for her. I'm looking at her spells. I don't see anything that really helps her get out of this. I think she's just gonna have to claw her way out of it. And slowed is... I know stunned is losing action. I thought slowed also losing actions? You have fewer actions. Yeah, so I lost one action. I guess I'm mixing up slowed and stunned. I'll look that up later. But yeah, so she only has 2 actions this round. She's gonna spend 1 turn to try to get untangled from you again. 23?
Close. Might be.
I think that beats all your saves. So yeah, so she's free. She's no longer entangled or no longer grabbed and flat-footed and all that good stuff. And then she turns to Franco. Wait, where's Franco? Turns to Franco and she tries to claw you. A 16 ain't gonna do it, and it's not a crit failure though. And then you watch as she taps the staff on the ground and tries to heal herself with it. For 4, that's not good. That's not nearly enough. Alright, so she taps on the ground and heals herself with it. And it glows with this golden energy as she does it. And we're back to Puck. Puck of House Puck.
Goblodyssey,
What is that? What are you doing? The spray of stars again? Alright. I failed this time. Okay, I take full damage, and I'm dazzled for 3 more rounds. Okay. And that was 2 actions to do that, yeah? So you got 1 more action.
Giving me Altered Beast vibes with that voice.
Rise from your grave. You're not next to her, though.
Exactly.
You get throwing the shears?
Pooh.
I'll let you throw the shears if you want to throw them.
No, they're too precious.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm out.
You want to just close the distance then and get it ready for next turn to shears there?
No, we'll raise the shield instead.
Okay. Cautious. Mendax.
And toss me an additional enfeebled.
Oh, gotcha.
She's still She's still grappled.
No, she is no longer grappled. She's
She's
freed herself of that. She is still frightened and dazzled and stunned. Or slowed. But you are no
I don't
longer...
think she's frightened anymore, right? Because she
Oh, she tried to hit
swiped
you
at
but
me.
failed. Is that enough? Then yes.
correct.
she's no
That
longer
counts.
frightened.
Yeah,
Okay.
she just have to take an aggressive action towards.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's dazzled and slowed, but not... So you're not flat-footed anymore. You're gonna tumble through her?
That's what comes next. But I can't do anything else.
It's a good, solid move. Go ahead. So make your acrobatics check. No. She slams into you and stops you. And it's against her, what, her reflex save? I think you critically fail. Actually, against all of hers, yes. You critically fail. So you fall prone from trying. Tumble through is reflex. Yeah, so so as you're trying to tumble through her, she slaps you with her meaty arm and knocks you prone.
Bummer.
So that was 1 action. You have the rest of your turn now.
I guess I'll stand up too.
All right, that's 2 actions.
I'll try 1 strike.
All right. That is a hit. All right. That's all your actions. Even.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I guess I will try a bite.
All right. That is a hit with the flank.
Hooray!
Oh boy. Yep. She's still standing. You're taking chunks out of her back at this point as she's focusing on Franco.
My son is slapping me in the face. I don't know if you
Get
can
it,
hear that
get it,
noise.
Jibo. Get it. Smack. Yeah, get it. Throw them hands, Jibo. He's training, man. He's got some moves. I like it.
Uh,
You going for more bites?
I'll try to grapple her again.
All right. Give a -5 on it because of the map.
-4 because he's using his mouth, but
Okay. Agile.
Not gonna
That's a
work.
failure.
and yeah, that's it.
All right. Franco.
I'm gonna also try a little tumble through action here.
you roguish fellows.
Fucking rogues.
Yeah, right? Serious.
Dude.
Ah,
So I gotta do acrobatics, yeah.
You succeed easily. Oh, yeah. Flanking with your rogue, buddy.
So let's get that and this, and we'll pop a little finisher out here.
Why not?
I can't really tell if it's. Hold on, sorry. If it's enabling the panache, and it doesn't really seem like it's taking, but whatever. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll see.
Does it have all your rolls in it?
It doesn't really have everything in it.
I don't think it matters
It-
unless you have lots of things. A 14 is not good enough.
No, I don't have lots of things,
Okay.
but I'll get the that precision strike.
Oh, yeah, so
They
roll your
have to,
2d6 and we have it, yes. And that was 2 actions, right? You tumbled and then attacked?
Correct. 2 actions. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll give her half. And then, yeah, so you have another action if you want to go fishing.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, you got a hero point.
you risked hurting
No, I-
yourself, is all. That is a critical failure. Yes, even with the flank. So, do you have a hero point?
Nope.
All right, then you take the critical fumble deck. You have a melee attack. Notched. Your weapon takes 1d6 damage, ignoring hardness. That's fun. So here is your d6. 5. I'll look it up later, but I'm pretty sure that won't break your weapon. I'll confirm that in a second. But is that your whole turn, or yeah, you went fishing?
Yep. That's everything.
So she goes. And she thinks she's dead, but she can't really get out of here. So Even's the one hurting her. She's gonna turn to you, Even. You're the one hurting her the most, I think, if I remember properly.
Can we say I lifted my shield?
Oh yeah, because you had an extra action. Sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll throw you that. Yeah. Sure.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, why not? She hits.
Well, she doesn't crit me.
Yeah, she didn't crit. She rolled regular damage for 17, and you have a shield. So if I mash the shield block button and then
Oh, I can't shield block, dude. I can just hold the shield up to get
Oh.
the +2.
Oh.
So I still take the damage.
All right. Okay. Cool. Right. Okay. It was smart enough to know that anyway. Apparently, the tool is great. It knew that anyway. So she claws you and gets you down like that, and she is going to not let up. So that was one attack. She tries again, and a 29.
Fuck.
That's a crit, right?
Nope.
No.
Shield's up.
Oh, your
+2.
shield's up. Yeah, there you go.
Call.
For 13.
So I'm down, but I'm not
Yeah.
critically down.
So you're
I'm
down,
wounded too.
And she cackles again as you fall. And she turns to you, Franco, and she says, "I'm gonna butcher him just like he's talked about." And she goes to you and tries to claw you ineffectively, but doesn't critically fail. And you are unconscious and dying, even. I'll match those buttons later. But, Puck, you get to go.
Right. We better fix Even. We'll do the 2 action flavor again
On even?
on Even. Yep.
Alright, 10.
That's 10.
Alright, I was looking up the dying rules again, but it doesn't matter because you've healed him. But but he did drop prone. Yeah. Okay, so you get one action.
I think he keeps his dying 1 status though.
Yeah, he does keep his dying, correct, but I don't have to worry about rolling saves on his turn and things like that.
I don't want to huck a flask at her because everybody's all up
Do
in
it.
business.
Do it.
No, we'll just.
Defense initiative moves when he goes down too.
Oh, that's right. He goes right before her, I think, or is it right after her?
Something. It moves, and I don't remember which way it moves.
I'll look it up in a second, but hang on.
So I guess we'll just do that again.
Okay, fair enough. Even I don't think you go yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Franco. I'm gonna look it up in a second because I'm pretty sure once you go down, you move, like he was saying. But go ahead, Franco.
I think the whole order changed.
Yeah, I think so too.
What? Yeah. What did I mess up? I was trying to drag even and it wasn't working. So what did I mess up? Who goes where?
I think Mendax should be going
I'm
now.
ahead of Mendax. Even should probably be after me. I think me and actually Mendax and Even should switch.
I'm trying to move people and it is not working the way I want it to. So hold on. Yeah, it is just not playing nice. All right.
Now that my buddy Franco's standing on the other side, I've got some flanking action going.
All right.
I mean, you and I can just go and see if we...
Mendax just go. I'm not gonna wrestle with the tool. So Mendax go, and then I'll go to Franco.
Joe.
Yeah.
15.
Even.
Joe,
Yeah, that's a
you
miss.
immediately move to your initiative position to directly before the turn in which you were reduced to 0 hit points, which
Yes.
makes sense to me because I can't.
Yeah,
you
that's what I
can't-
thought, but it's not
Triple
playing
stop
nice.
for the
The
big
mod I have is not playing nice. Okay, so Mendax, you have missed with that Rapier attack.
Okay, second attack.
Yep.
Ooh,
That is also a miss. That one's actually a critical miss.
critical miss?
Yes.
I can't do anything about him out.
Right.
It is what it is.
So melee stuck. Your weapon is lodged into a nearby surface or item. To free it, you must make a DC 20 athletics check. So your third action is that, I guess.
I don't. In other words, I don't have a weapon anymore. Got it. Third
You
action.
have
the
one more
flank,
action,
does he
right?
still critically miss?
Sorry,
Oh
what?
yeah, it'd be a 13 on a flank.
Yes.
13 still a
Correct.
critical
Yes, it
failure?
is still a critical miss with that. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you have a third action, though, right? You can make your athletics check now to see if you get it free.
Oh, I can't get it. I have athletics check.
Well, you
I'll
can
be
try.
trying
You never know.
athletics.
You could roll 20.
Good.
You could.
Or draw your bow.
Also, sure.
I could draw the bow, but I think I'll draw the dagger instead.
Okay, so
That's fair.
you draw the
Grab
dagger.
that
All right.
+1, didn't
So
I?
then-
Did I grab it or not? I can't remember.
You have it if you want it. It's yours. But Franco, you get to go. The order is kind of bonkers, but whatever.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try another tumble through. Ugh.
No. You critically failed to tumble through. That means you fall prone.
Yeah.
So you stand up with your second action, yeah?
I'll stand up. Yep. And then I'll just do a regular strike.
Okay. That is a miss.
Jesus.
With a flank, it's not a critical miss, though, which is good. So it's a regular miss. That's your whole turn. Mendax already went. Even, you get to go now. I wish I could fix this initiative tool, but it's broken. Even.
I assume my rage goes away when I go unconscious. I'm pretty sure it does.
I assume that too, sure.
So I'm gonna take that off. Even's gonna stand.
Sure. Got it.
Which is not a good thing to do here. And he's gonna try to bully her into the fire again.
You gonna try to push her into the fire?
Yeah, if I can, grab her by the hair, pull her into the
Sure.
fire.
Athletics.
Nope.
Nope. You're done.
And I'm gonna move away before she kills me.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Well, you stood. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. You get an action. So where are you gonna move?
I'll move through Puck and then
Yeah.
move away. And then
Puck
back in.
smirks at you and tells you to get behind him.
Alright. She goes. Who of you has hurt her more, would you say? Because I lost track. I'm very drunk.
Probably me.
Alright, it's going at Franco thing. Thank you for being honest. 29 is a regular hit on Franco. For 12 damages. And she's going all out. She's got nothing else, I don't think. A 26 is another regular hit on Franco. And she's going all out. She's going. A 20 is a miss, Franco. All right. So she's just clawing madly at you. She keeps looking at Puck behind you, she can't really reach. And what did she say? I forgot. She keeps saying, "Give that to us! Give it to us!"
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
Puck will step over
On top
to
of the
here.
list.
Yeah. Here.
Yep.
For some reason, it's not. I don't know if
I
I'm
think you're on the
lagging.
measure tool, but there you go. I moved you.
Oh yes. What an asshole.
It happens. Life is suffering.
Yeah, we're just gonna. We're gonna do another one of
Just
those.
blast her in the face from the point blank.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? All right.
I just need to keep moving to stop. Make sure I don't get everybody else.
She critically
Boo.
succeeds. She is unaffected.
This is bullshit.
She's still dead. Yeah, I don't think any of the penalties don't apply to her. So yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone's
She's still dazzled from
everyone's
the previous.
concealed to her.
Oh,
So we should be making rolls
Oh,
every
damn,
time.
dog. Also, she couldn't have made that third attack. I think she missed with third attack anyway, but that's a good point, too. I totally forgot all of the debuff she had on her. So concealed, she needs to roll a DC 5 flat check. Is that what it is? I feel like it is. She failed. She succeeded. So the first hit she hit on you, Franco, should be undone. I'll look it up if it matters.
12.
But Puck is done, so yeah, so the order's all jacked up. But yeah, Franco, Mendax goes first. The order is all jacked
Yep.
up. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Attack number 1 with my new dagger.
Sure.
Somebody stabbed this lady.
There it is.
Oh, I like that dagger.
Yeah, that's a good dagger. That's a crit for sure.
My dog.
And with piercing, it is it's piercing or slashing, right? Or I think it's slashing by default. Triple damage, but you drop your weapon. You lean into it. You really get the dagger in there. So go ahead.
Golly,
And
I'm gonna run out of weapons here. You keep
roll,
this up.
roll a regular damage and we'll triple it. I think you're good though. I think this is gonna be it. Yeah, triple on that is a dead. So go ahead, describe what you do. Describe how you lean into the dagger.
I come with the two hands on one-handed dagger, and as she's still looking at Franco, I just buried it deeper into her back, and as it tears out of my hands, as I let thrust into her, she collapses towards Franco.
Yep. There you go. And she collapsed, and you can hear like this wheezing cackling as she falls down in front of you, Franco. She was so certain of her
Bury it to the
victory,
hilt.
right until she died. All right. We are grievously over time. But you have successfully killed the hag and her majority of her coven. I will say right now that you have all leveled the 4th level.
Yay.
And let's do morals and MVP, and we can handle loot on Discord because I know it's late for people. Morals. Go ahead and give me your MVP nominations before I do morals. Who did good? Who did good?
Everybody
I
did
feel like it could be
great.
anybody, yeah.
All right. Well,
This is an amazing night.
Let's start with Mendax figuring out and disarming that trap, so that we could avoid all of them in the future.
mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Start with that.
All right. Anybody else nominations?
I liked Franco's jump across the room on the point across the room.
grappling
was
hook?
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
he
Even
avoided
had
the
incredibly
entanglement.
good
That was
quick
nice.
threats.
And I'm enjoying the interchange of even please, you're the only one that can heal us. Please stop charging into combat. No.
Puck charging it anyways.
Puck was also critting like crazy
He
in
was.
the middle of the night.
I completely agree. He was there. He's got like at least 3 under his belt today, I think. Okay, so go ahead, /GM, /GM, send me your nominations. While you're doing that, I will read morals. There's only 2 recorded this day. It's waiting for you to show your shit, and you know your shit. What do you tell it that you are of the... What do you do to tell it you are of the hair? That's a good question. And the other one is even saying, keep Puck quiet. I feel like that should be it, based on the events of the session. But it's up to you guys.
Yeah,
Mendax, you are MVP.
That's got my
friend.
vote.
Mendax.
Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And for the moral, I see some emojis. I think keep Puck quiet is winning with 2 so far.
Yeah, keep it quiet.
Yeah,
definitely.
keep Puck quiet. I think that's fitting for what has happened. So yeah, thanks. We'll do the loot on Discord. There's a bunch of loot.
Nice.
I figure people are exhausted, but of note, the cloak and staff are exceedingly interesting to people. So we'll go ahead and roll religion now. I think Franco already failed it, but anybody else who hasn't failed it can roll religion to see if you know anything about it.
Even thinks that the heart and those items are definitely all Mervoses.
Oh yes, they are. And also, I guess Puck and anybody else who's in this room over here, which I think was Franco. There's a corpse on this table. There is a maimed corpse on this table. Even you're pretty sure you have an idea of what this staff is. The cape you know nothing about, but the staff is Caduceus. It is the staff of Mervos. It is a
Well, it has some
magic
healing
staff
to it.
made of white wood, which has the power to heal, and it also empowers your native healing if you have it, and also has healing powers in and of itself. And based on that, you assume the cloak is probably related to Mervos, based on how well it's been crafted, but you don't know nothing about it. And there's a corpse over here, which is
Mervos.
probably Mervos.
It's the only one we haven't come across yet.
Correct. And we can talk about it on Discord, or I guess on the beginning of the next session or something. We can talk about it because it's very late now. But yeah, you guys have leveled to 4th level. Congratulations, and thanks for playing. I'll stop the recording and yeah.
So how did they kill Mervos?
That's a great question that we'll talk about in the next session, I guess.
Interesting.
That is a
Like, how did they
wonderful
pull that off?
question, because as far as Even knows, mortals shouldn't be able to kill gods that easily. This would have taken a lot of effort, and we'll talk about that next session.